RNG?
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not.
It gets the people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP.
TGP
Random news
presents.
generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG. Random news.
Real nigga games.
Samurai Black. D-Ring.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG. Random news. Random news generator.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back for another episode of RNG Radio with your host D-Rain, Samurai Black, and if you can read, we have special guest Issa Ghost with us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Happy to be here.
Good. We're happy to finally get you here, man. We're happy to finally get you in here. So, guys, if you don't know, Issa Ghost, like pseudo retired content creator ish. Like he's been posting a little bit more lately. He competed in our Apex Legends tourney on Friday. Got some placements. But like I said, my man, he's been I hear you've been on the basketball court lately. Virtually and IRL.
Yeah. Apex is just kind of, wasn't doing it for me, and I was an Apex streamer. So with my love of Apex going away, I kind of stopped streaming a little bit. But I'm looking to get back into content creation a little bit. Probably start streaming, maybe not on a regular schedule, but at least more often than once every 4 months. So.
I cannot judge you for
you
that.
You definitely got some content in that 2K you be playing. I'll say that much. Huh?
Hey,
pretty sure you got a media gallery full of content.
So many clips.
Hashtag Coach Ghost. I still need it to happen. Like I know I haven't said it in a while, but I need it to happen.
He can't coach. He become player Ghost. It's demon time, bro. He's like, there ain't no coach. Give me the ball, get out the way. Give me the ball, get out the way. Because that's what I got a 20 waiting for the fourth. I'm just like, what's the fourth quarter? I got 20 in the back row.
He coasted, took like 3 shots, got like 6 points. All of a sudden, the game in, I got 25. Is
the
fourth quarter yet?
Wait, what? The fourth quarter just happened. That's when it goes.
Well, shout out to Nav the Creator. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Cupcake. Hey. That's my bestie. There you go. Your bestie's in chat, Ghost, just so you know.
Cup, thank you for coming through as always.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We do this every Sunday. As long as it's not like a major holiday. Like Father's Day doesn't count as a major holiday, so we still had a show then. But the major holidays, like that's where we're out. But yeah, so I wanna jump into it because we have, as you can see my hands background, we're gonna talk a lot of Demon Slayer today because the season is over. It's over. The plot thickens, bro. The plot been thick, bro.
The plot stayed thick all season.
We love it, Demon Slayer. So Nav, if you are not caught up, we are going to be talking the entire season. We'll obviously give a pause when we get there. So that'll be kind of the last thing we talk about. So if you need to mute us or just like kind of move away from the screen, definitely we'll make sure to call that out for you. But we do still have a couple things we want to talk about before we get to Demon Slayer, and since I obviously wasn't ready for that, there we go. Bam. Okay, so this past week, we did have a Nintendo Direct. If you guys don't know, Nintendo Directs are kind of little showcasings that Nintendo does to talk about their future projects. We're not gonna spend a ton of time on it, but there's a couple things I wanted to point out. So this is probably Ham's favorite announcement from the Nintendo Direct. Batman Arkham Trilogy is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
You don't understand.
Way this is not a cloud-based game.
You don't understand.
Like, there's no way, right?
This motherfucker Aiden, bro, has been going nuts. Dad, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, they're all coming. He said the date. He said, I can't wait. I'm like, you don't even know, son. You're gonna get the Guardians of the Galaxy treatment, and you are gonna hate it. When he said, "Dad, I can't even play Guardians." He was so mad. I was like, "Yeah, I should think it's just it." And they haven't they haven't said it's cloud gaming.
It's just gonna be cloud gaming, bro. There's no way. So, Gus, I don't know if you heard this story, but back when the Guardians game came out, Ham got the Guardians game on his Switch because his son wanted to play. So he's like, just put on the Switch so he can play whatever. But because it's a cloud-based gaming, a cloud-based game, and the Nintendo Switch's Wi-Fi connection is honestly kind of shoddy at best. Shit would not run, like legitimately would not run for him. So
even with the adapter, bro. I had that the Ethernet adapter hooked up to it.
Ham is all against cloud gaming.
Not all that, only cloud gaming on the Switch because I did the PS Now on for PlayStation. Like I did that, and I streamed or cloud stream whatever. I forgot which game it was, but like I did a couple random games. I was bored. I was just running through it. I was like, okay, let's check this out. Oh, this is cool. Let's check this out. Oh, this is cool. Like it was just that, and it was perfectly fine. It's only the Switch, and I think it's just because it's the Switch. Like it's not meant for these big ass games that people are trying to like. Oh, there's gonna be no. It's not. No, it's not. I literally play Fortnite with my son on Switch because I can drop 20 bombs every time. Like it's my confidence booster, okay? Like
that's slump buster.
Exactly. I'm not feeling too good. Let me go drop 20 on these kids on Switch like these real quick.
Those 3 Batman games were free on Epic. Mark, they definitely were because that's how I scooped them up. So that's how I own those 3 games.
Have you played all 3? Have you played all 3 of them?
Oh no, I just own them.
Ghost, have you played all 3 of them?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one? There's a correct answer, so
correct
go ahead.
I like the second one the most.
Thank you. That is the correct answer. Yes. Arkham City was the best one, bro. It was the complete oh my gosh, bro. Like Asylum was good. But
debates on this at all.
Yeah, the city. It was Arkham City was it, bro. It was it, bro. That was it.
Everybody's saying City. There we go. City is pretty dope. The correct answer is Arkham City.
Thank you. There's even better than that, bro. The way City starts off, dog. You knew shit was gonna be some crazy ass shit, bro. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that was side note. I just had to make sure we were all on the same page, which everybody is.
Welcome to the stream, Mason, TGP Mark. So some other notable releases. So we have a Detective Pikachu game coming as well. We finally have a new WarioWare game coming. I know for people that really like those games will be excited. Metal Gear Master Collection. I think it's like part 1 or something like that is going to be coming. So that's Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, and then some of the other side games. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is being remade and coming.
I'm excited for that, bro. I'm excited for that.
We got a lot of information on Pikmin 4. A ton of information on Pikmin 4. We got a teaser for a Princess Peach solo game, which is kind of interesting. I'm really interested in how that's going to go. A new 2D Mario game, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And then also, I think probably one of the bigger announcements, we have Super Mario RPG being remade.
Turn that bot off. We don't need to track in-game stats.
I don't what?
No, we don't need to track in-game match stats for him.
It was Spider-Man before Spider-Man came out. Okay, yeah. Those Arkham games, basically.
My only complaint is
Spider-Man can run.
Why are you trying to drop a new Mario game right when Spider-Man drops? Like literally day of, if I'm not correct, right? Isn't it October 20th is when the Mario Wonder is supposed to drop?
I think it was either October or November. I'm not sure. I thought
it was October. I know it was October.
Okay, so
I just was looking.
Right, yeah.
So that is same day as Spider-Man 2.
Oh my gosh, why would you do that to yourself?
What you doing, my guy?
Yeah, that's not a smart move, bro.
What you doing over there? Get your shit out of here, bro. You should have just waited, bro. Just wait. Come Christmas time, you should have did a holiday game, bro. Get your shit out of here, bro. You ain't even gonna be touched. You're not gonna be touched for a good solid 2 or 3 months.
Okay, I don't know about 2 or 3 months. It'll be touched within 2 or 3 months. But those first couple weeks, no one's touching it. Unless you were a super hardcore Nintendo person, you're playing.
Unless you don't have a PS5 for Spider-Man 6, then okay, cool. I'll give you that.
I think you guys might be underestimating Mario here.
I think you might be underestimating the relevancy of
Mario.
Spider-Man right now.
Mario is him.
Mario is him. No, trust me. I know
There's
Mario
never
is him.
there's never been a Mario game that dropped and didn't get love. So for all the people who couldn't get a PS5 and decided they didn't want one,
They got one now, though. They have one now, though.
Hopefully.
I mean, they're gonna be playing.
I haven't seen anybody that said, "Oh, I've been trying to get a PS5 and I haven't been able to get one."
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. That's true.
they're there now. So I'm just gonna say this right now, though. Like, I get it's Mario, and it's something that's it's been here before I was here, and it's gonna be here after I'm gone.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, but Spider-Man 2 made some waves, bro, and I feel like yes, people are gonna buy it. It's gonna make numbers, it's gonna get money because people are gonna buy it. But I think the first game that's gonna be played is Spider-Man because at the end of the day, you're gonna get some new shit from the Mario, but kind of know what you're gonna get in this Mario game. You know what I mean? Whereas Spider-Man 2, you're like, what the fuck? There's two Spider-Man. I'm gonna swap between them. Who's gonna be fighting? What kind of Venom are we fighting? You know what I mean? There's more. I guess I'm
going to be playing Spider-Man.
I think the majority of people that have both games will definitely play Spider-Man 2 first. Yeah. That's not to say they are not going to be swapping in between the two.
Right. This is a side-scroller Mario. It's not like a huge Odyssey release. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So... But yeah, so that was Nintendo Direct. They also talked about some of the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC that's going to be releasing here pretty soon. But that was kind of the gist of that. You can kind of look up the other games that were announced. But moving on from that, we want to actually kind of talking about Spider-Man. We want to talk about Across the Spider-Verse. So potentially movie of the year. Like I feel like everybody can agree on that. Potentially,
it is.
Let's say potential because we can't see the future, but
nothing else coming out that's the biggest movie, D-Ray.
Oppenheimer, bro. What do you mean? Come on now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oppenheimer, you for that comment. Okay, there's nothing that is gonna beat this movie. At the end of the day,
we will see. Very, very good story. But so one of the things that we've talked about a lot over the past 10 years or how the workload for primarily in the gaming industry has been kind of terrible. But there was a news article that came out talking to some of the animators that worked on Across the Spider-Verse and them talking about how horrible and terrible the work environment was and kind of the crunch culture that was happening with Across the Spider-Verse. So some of the things that they mentioned were that I think the biggest thing was the creative lead would basically scrap things that they were working on. And obviously in animation that sometimes happens. You have an idea, it's okay, let's pitch this, blah blah blah, and they say let's not do this. But no, they're saying that they were kind of in the final renditions of the animated sequence. It's we don't want it anymore, and they just completely scrap it.
What do they call? They called it the death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah, that's what they say. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's obviously the animation for this movie is absolutely insane. We can all agree with that. And it was funny because we were kind of in awe because we got early reports that said, hey, the last scene took almost an entire year to animate. And now I'm thinking yo, is it because they just kept scrapping the ideas and starting over? What's going on? But yeah,
I think it's just more of they wanted to make it right, and whereas at the time it may have seemed right. Once you're getting to that climactic, parts of it, and then you have a whole nother movie to play off of it, they were like, nah, we can't do that. And it sucks, but it gave us this movie that we got. And who's to know?
The problem is because you're saying they decided no, this is one person. And when it wasn't the people animating, it's not you're doing work or whatever. You look at it, it's this isn't quite right. Let me go ahead and start over. This is hey, this is an approved sequence. This is how we want it to happen. Go animate it. They do all the work, get the animation done, and they're getting ready to wrap up. And then somebody that was on the approval board that said, yeah, go for it, comes in and said, nah, forget it. We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah. When I read the article, it was saying how there were scenes that were finished and they had to redo it and redo it again. So there's some scenes that were already finished and approved that got redone 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. So it's like, and like they were working apparently like at some points like 11-hour days,
Mhm.
literally
Oh, yeah.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro,
And
like
then-
I'd be tired after my 40th week, bro. I'm ready to go home. You're not about to catch
And
me
I'm at
drawing.
home.
Yeah, exactly. You're not about to catch me drawing, like hand cramping for 70 hours every week. It's like, Jesus, bro. But unfortunately, because of how well it did, like, I mean, you could hope that this doesn't happen again. Oh, and the other big part, the really big part of the reason I wanted to talk about this is that a lot of these and a few of these animators, after they worked on this project, they were flat out saying, it's like, yo, like people think that we've worked and like have footage for the second movie. Nah, bro. Like that basically, like, once they decided to split the movie in two, like everybody was focused on the first one. So they're like, if you think this movie's coming out in March 24, like, nah, you're wrong.
Oh,
Like,
so
there are
you
some
don't
people,
think that it's gonna? Oh,
there
okay.
are some animators that, like, some of the guys that are working on there, they say, like, bro, like 25 at the absolute earliest.
They
If they
said
have
they're
it-
trying to follow
go
the
ahead.
same process, it's not going to happen next year.
That's crazy that they did it. Okay, see, I feel like that might be kind of capped because there's no way that you started this. I mean, there is possibly a way that you can like have the rest of the story at least fleshed out. You know what I mean? And just don't have it animated. But like,
Well, that's the problem. Is like I think they know like how the story is going to play out, but because of the depth of the animation, like it's gonna take time. And if they haven't started it, like
I have a
this
hard
movie's
time
not coming out
believing
in March.
that obviously the movie's bad. I have a hard time believing that they was having the dudes write it all up and they was like, yeah, right here, stop, boom, stop working, we're done. Don't worry about anything else. There's no way that they stopped in this scene that they were in, bro. There's no they were like, yeah, stop working on it. Don't work on any more of the story. We're done with the story. We need to perfect this.
I'm reporting the article. That's all I got to say about it. But I can see in a world where they are going through the animation. Like I said, there's nothing in my mind that says they don't know how the story is going to play out. So like the script and all that stuff is already done. Like actually, like Haley Steinfeld has been recorded saying that like lines that were put into this movie, like she recorded like 4 years ago. So like they've obviously been working on this for a long time, but that's like scripted voice acting. I'm talking about on specifically the animation side, because at least in my mind, I would think they would start towards the beginning and kind of progress through the movie and not like pick specific scenes to work on like sporadically. So as they're going through and they make the calls like, hey, listen, because we got that call 2 years ago that it was splitting into two parts.
Yes,
I think it was 2 years ago, right? So like they get that call and say, and then Amy Pascal or whoever's like, hey, we're splitting into two. Like we need to we want everybody focusing on the first one because we want everybody working on that. I can see that happening because even at the end of the day, like you're still just going chronologically through the story. You're just having everybody work on that first part. I can see that happening.
Yeah, but I'm talking about but like them animating and everything. Like, how do they? So they have the story done, and then they just need to animate the rest part because they were just like, okay, once you get to this part, then just stop. If that's what they were saying, if that's what they wanted to go to.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they added more because once they split it into two, they were like, okay, now we need to flesh this out to make this a full movie. I could see that.
I don't think they.
I just feel like it's inefficient.
I don't think they're fleshing anything out. No, I completely agree that it's not. It's inefficient. No, I completely agree.
It's inefficient. Like you got everything open, you got everybody drawn.
Yeah,
and moving it through the 3D objects and stuff. Like it just makes sense to just
look at Infinity War and Endgame. Prime example right there.
I don't think that's a prime example because that's a live action versus an animated thing. Those are two completely different.
Well, things. I mean, I'm talking about like story wise, like but they did.
Yeah.
I mean, Endgame is like 60% live action, 40% CGI. It's very similar.
I don't know.
So, how many characters are CGI?
Exactly. If you think about, you know what I mean? How many characters, all the battle scenes,
drawing all of these characters out, bro. Like I don't
know.
No, drawing all these characters out at different frame rates as well. Because like let's not.
No, you're right. Because
you're right.
Spider-Punk in his own self.
Spider-Punk, bro.
I think he is at a certain. So he is at a certain one. His animation is at a certain frame. His guitar plane is at his like he's just
aura is at
crazy.
like it's
bro,
I think they counted it's like 7 different frame rates on that character.
bro, like, insane,
And then
bro.
obviously
Insane.
Miles walks at a different frame rate than everybody as well because like they want
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that he's different. So yeah, so I can see it to where like they were focusing on bits. I agree that I don't think it's efficient and I don't think that's the right call.
I think it's cap, bro.
I
He's trying to
see
front.
it.
There's no way.
So okay, so what do you say? When does the movie come out? What do you think?
I can see that there possibly might be a little pushback, but I'm just saying I don't think that he's saying we don't have any of the second movie worked on. Like no. I feel like they have some of it done. It might not be completed, but there's no way that they just stopped animation at that part of the movie and was just like, stop. You're not going to work on anything else. Like they're just, especially where it ended. It might have gone to like, I'm not saying they have much of the second part done, but I feel like they probably have like maybe the first quarter of the movie, you know what I mean, done at least in animation wise, just so they can be like, okay, see, now that's a little bit more, now we're good and we can stop it on this part at the cliffhanger, because you know what I mean, you have to create the cliffhanger, you know what I mean, in that sense. So I feel like there's more of the animation done than that guy was trying to put off, but a possibility of a delay, oh yeah, I could see it.
You think it's gonna be a delay, Ghost?
I can see there being a delay. I hope it's not going to be like years. I hope it's like maybe like push it to like the holidays next year. But
Perfect.
like Ham said, I just find it really hard to believe that it's like this movie's supposed to come out in 8 months and you guys have nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Solidarity with the writer's strike. I do not know for certain, but I
don't think so.
I think maybe not like a part of the writer's strike, but like kind of like leaning toward that side. So I can see that. I can see them like having sympathy and like kind of siding with the writers and not really. But I think those are going to be 2 completely different parties, so they're not going to be affected by the writer's strike. Because again, like I still wholeheartedly believe the whole script is done. Like the script part is done. This is strictly like just the animation for it.
Yeah,
they are in the same zone. I don't think it applies to them exactly. That's what I'm
okay. Mark. Okay.
I think it's going to be delayed. Honestly, because when they said it. When they gave the release date, I thought that was really quick for this type of movie since the first one, what did they say, like 7 years or whatever from like when they started working on the first one to when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So like I thought like the 8-month turnaround was gonna be kind of hard to hit initially. So I could see like a holiday. I hope it's not 25 at the earliest. Like that would really suck.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We shall see.
But we're gonna go ahead and move on to Demon Slayer. So for anybody that is in chat, no, not Demon Slayer. I forgot. Why do I keep forgetting about the spies, bro? Marvel's Secret Invasion had their first episode this week. Ham literally kept messaging me for 2 straight days. Like, bro, did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? So we finally watched it. All 3 of us have seen it. Because it is like,
where did you get that picture from?
It's a dope picture, isn't it?
Bro, where did you get that picture from?
Picture, bro. I'll send it to you, but I just got it on Google, bro.
Bro, what the fuck?
It's like that. Actually, I was looking at him and like I saw like the typical logo for just like the words, and then I saw this next. I was like, "Ooh, that one looks better. Let's do that one." But so yeah, Secret Invasion. They come out. We are going to do non-spoiler like I guess reviews or reactions to the show, just because it is the ongoing show. We know that everybody doesn't watch it the day it drops or the hour that it drops, like some people that I know. But Secret Invasions episode 1. What'd you guys think?
What you think, Ghost? Yeah, for us.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. This is a spoiler-free review, right? So I enjoyed it. I like how they brought us back into the world and did like a really good recap in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like throughout the episode, it kind of like catches you up to speed. Like, all right, what happened? Where we're at? What's going on? So they did a really good job. Like, like pulling us into the plot. I like the tone that they set. It's like a darker show than some of the other shows that have come out. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and I mean it's Nick Fury. Like, what's not to
old
enjoy?
Man Nick?
Yeah,
because he old, bro. He's old in this one.
Yeah, he's aged.
I'll go next. So I really enjoyed the episode as well. I liked it quite a bit. Like Ghost said, it's definitely got a darker feel to it. Old man Nick, like, bro, that beard is luscious, man. Like that's a nice beard. They
You got
got him
that
with
S
right
and
now,
P,
bro.
you know what I mean? You got a
Bro,
little
swear,
something like
man.
just right. I'm like, you know, that's what
But
I'm going for. I hope.
I always like it's one thing that I do like about the MCU, because obviously like you have shows and movies that are like you have like the different like not sectors, I guess might be, it's not a good word, but for lack of a better term, like you have like your mystic like movies, like when you go to Doctor Strange, like you have obviously like your space and extraterrestrial, like we go to Captain Marvel and Thor and some of those things. Well, and Thor's kind of a mixture of the two, but like I do really enjoy like the boots on the ground shows. So, like I really liked Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier. I said Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier. I really enjoy like some, like obviously Civil War is still one of my favorite movies in the MCU. So getting back boots on the ground, Marvel is, I feel like they've heard some of our complaints about some of the more recent
Mhm.
shows, and it definitely shows in this first episode. They do a really good job at setting the stakes for what's happening right now, because shit gets real like really quick, like really quick, and like
Yeah.
you can feel it. So I'm excited for the direction of the show. I'm excited to wait or to watch something on Wednesdays again, man.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Um, I unfortunately, no, I'm just playing. I liked it too. I honestly liked it too. I like these kind of like I'm big on like the spy movies. So like I've seen all the Jason Bournes, I've seen all the Mission Impossibles, all the James Bonds, and like so when you get this and like when Captain America Winter Soldier, like that as like a spy movie, you know what I mean? And you get that like rogue agent kind of feel of it, and this one has the tone for it for sure, and I'm definitely excited to see if it's going to keep that more serious, like this ain't like no funny fun and game
This
kind of,
ain't
you know
Thor.
what I mean? Yeah, like yeah, this is that real shit, bro, and you're gonna have to be, and it also, I like how they're showing Nick Fury in like a different aspect too. Like, you know what I mean? And we'll obviously be able to see that in the thing without spoiling anything. So it's cool. It's a cool like palette cleanser in Marvel right now.
Because he
You know
doesn't
what I
have all
mean?
the answers this time around, and it's kind of cool
Yeah.
to see him like.
And I mean, it
defensive.
states that in the trailer. That's their whole thing. Is like, you've been gone. What do you? So like, you're seeing him in this, and like, yeah, like I said, like as far as like movies that have been coming out and shows that have been coming out, this as like a palate cleanser of you being like, okay, this is something that like hasn't been around in a while, but I'm kind of here for it. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited for it. And like D-Rain said, I got something to watch again on Wednesdays, man. I was again like Demon Slayer was over. I was like, what am I gonna do with myself, bro? Like, what do we watch? I'm sitting at home like, but then I also have another show, which I'll save that for recommendations. But yeah, I liked it. How many episodes till we can discuss?
So we will try to wait until we like to try to wait until the show is. Oh, actually,
There's only 6 episodes for this one.
Yeah, there are only 6 episodes, so I don't know. We'll see. We can talk about it. We can talk about it if chat wants to like actually like, go deep and dive into discussions for that. We
could probably
Demon Slayer.
We did it for Demon Slayer. So yeah, if that's something you guys want, for sure we can do that. We're just today we'll kind of keep it spoiler free and keep it respectful because we're gonna go spoiler in on this Demon Slayer. So, but if that's something you guys want, we can definitely do that because I'm all for it too. I'm always
for sure.
I watch it when D-Ray made that comment of hour they dropped. That was me. So and I'm on his head immediately like, come on, bro. What are you doing? What do you? I need to talk to somebody. Where are you at?
So final thoughts. So go ahead and rate the episode 1 out of 10. What you got?
All right, let's go in order of how we
started.
How we felt. Yeah, go first. What you get?
Out of 10. Ooh, I haven't thought about this. Off the top of my head, I'd say.
Side note, what's going on, Jess? Okay.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Always got to leave room for improvement, right?
Right.
Good answer.
Yeah,
then
it's on the
board. But I think that it bringing us out of, because like the last Marvel show was straight comedy, right? But this takes us back into their original kind of formula of serious undertone, sprinkle some comedy in there. So I really did enjoy that. So yeah, I say I give it an 8 out of 10.
Sorry, had to sneeze there. Sorry about that. Honestly, I think the 8's a good answer. I think the 8's a good answer. That's what I would go with as well. It really like we said, like it really sucks you in like early into the episode. Really good. Really good dark undertones. And like I said, it takes us back to like the Civil War days for me. And like I said, like that's still what easily top 5, arguably top 3 MCU movies. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I gave a little bit like 8.5 on the scale because of how good they were about and when Go said like catching you up on everything throughout the episode. You know what I mean? Like I was thoroughly happy with this episode. Like, okay, cool. Like I know everything that was going on. I know what the hell is going on, and holy shit, like you know what I mean? Like that, all of that in a matter of what 44 minutes, 45 minutes. You know what I mean?
You know what I really liked, and I'm glad you said that, is that, and you too, Ghost, is that when they were doing the catch up, it wasn't just like all in one section. It wasn't just like all in the very beginning of the episode. It was like, okay, like I'm almost like wasting my time here. They kind of sprinkled it throughout the entire episode of getting you caught up and things like that, and I like that.
Like literally to the end of the episode. You know what I mean? Damn near like. So. Yeah, I'm on like the 8.5 ish. You know what I mean? It was a good first episode, so
yeah.
It put us on a good little wavelength to see how this is gonna go. So we're gonna have to ride this wave out.
Fingers crossed. All right. So now we're getting into Demon Slayer. This
nitty gritty.
So for anybody that is not caught up on Demon Slayer and does not want spoilers, we are going to be going through basically the entire season. So there will be lots and lots of spoilers. So if you need to mute the channel, go ahead and mute it. Walk with your computer, your phone, whatever. You don't have to close it. You don't have to close it down. I don't watch anime. Cupcake, if there's a reason you don't watch anime, like that's
we can fix that.
No, it's not for everybody. Not everything is for everybody. But
there is an anime for everyone. There's an anime for everyone.
Some people
I will say
like
this.
Animated stuff.
No, listen.
Like animated stuff.
But that's because they haven't seen an anime that they've liked. It's like that's what I'm saying. There's such a vast majority of anime.
Like some people just don't like animation.
Or animation. Yo, you're right. You're right.
So yeah.
So go ahead. I give you.
But yeah, but like he was saying, and I was gonna say the same thing. There is a lot of anime out there. So like, if you are interested in trying something out, let us know. We can try to help you find something you might enjoy. I've seen a few I do love, but I don't watch anymore. Okay, I got you. Okay. So Demon Slayer. This is the Swordsmith village arc. So kind of recap. They had their big battle. They defeated the upper demons, and Tanjiro's sword is broken. So obviously he has to go. Or he has to get again. He has to go get it fixed. But this time they're actually going to send him to the village. Always breaking shit, bro. They're actually going to send him to the village because he wants to thank his swordsmith for like working on his sword. Because I always forget his swordsmith's name. But Hobie almost beat his ass the last time he had to remake his sword, bro. Like, he was straight ready to dog Tanjiro. So he wants to go there and, like, thank him. And the first thing that you really see is the lengths they go to try to keep the location of the Swordsmith village secret, which makes sense. But so anybody that goes, they blindfold. And in Tanjo's case, they actually plugged his nose because of how well he can smell. And what is it? It's like 20 different people that he jumps between. So like one person will take them so far, and then they'll swap out. So basically, none of the people know like the entire path to get to the Swordsmith village, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, he finally gets there, and
every time we talk about that, I always think of I guess like in the manga, Tanjiro's holding on to one of the people, but it's a girl. And you obviously can tell what he's holding on to when he's on her back, bro. And he's like right there the whole way.
Yeah, you're right, because they do actually. I always forget because at the end, like they were like pushing him on a cart. But yeah, the first, when he went there, they were definitely just carrying this man on their backs. And so they watched the Pop. There's nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll fight you, Ghosty, bro. Yeah, probably fight all the time. But anyway, so Tanjiro makes it to the village, and he realizes that Genya is at the village as well. If you don't remember, Genya's actually like one of the first.
And one of the first other
ones. He's one of the first demon slayers that you see, like when Tanjiro's going through the trials to become a demon slayer. He's the guy whose hand Tanjiro broke because he's being a jackass. So Genya's there. The Love Hashira. What's her name? So her name is Kanjori, right? I think that's her first name. So the Love Hashira, Kanjori's there. They obviously got to please the weeb, so they show her in the hot tub.
Dog. Okay, hold up. First of all,
me. I'm the weebs, bro. What you talking about?
Ghost. Now that you were finally able to watch the season, I'm not big. I watch anime. Okay, I don't watch the other shit. But there has not been one time that I've had a double look. Dog, when that hot tub scene came out, I said, "Wait." I said,
when she was running down the stairs,
and then, bro, I was like, "Yo, what the?" I said, "Hold up." I'm like, rewind real quick, 20 seconds. I said, "Who? What the hell is
y'all problem is?" Y'all nasty.
No. So there's a legitimate reason, bro. She wasn't that thick early. No, when he first went to go see, when he was taken and they found out that Nezuko was a demon, she was not that thick, bro. Back then in the anime, like I think she's always been like that in the manga, but in the anime, which because I don't read the manga, so I didn't get to see that, or I didn't get to read that or see the images there. But when they first introduced her, she was not packing all that, bro. She was not packing all that at all.
Wait, what? Are they showing this on Demon Slayer? I said, "Oh Lord."
Yeah, what's going on? It's so funny because like when the scene happened, I remember you telling me, "It's like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but I just know that there's some fan service." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I get it."
But yeah, so the Love Hashira is there, and also the Mist Hashira, Tokido, is there as well. And kind of the season starts basically with Kanjori telling Tanjiro that there's a myth that there is a certain item here at the Swordsmith Village that would make people significantly stronger. So like that's kind of like the cliffhanger for the first episode. Like so he was gonna try to find that. He finds. What were you about to say? Yeah, go ahead.
I want to touch on something really quick about the first episode.
Yeah.
I don't that maybe we're gonna talk about it, maybe not, but it starts with the incredible animation of this nether realm where the upper demons go.
You're right. I don't know how I forgot that, bro. Yeah, that was
was like the way that comes in. Like every time we go there, I'm just like, yo, this is insane. And it's just like it's the studio's way of reminding you of like, yeah, we really do this. Like
this is what
we know do. Y'all like other anime.
That whole interaction
this is what we do.
Bro, and even aside from the interactions, just the moving around that world like that.
Bro, it felt like you were in the Mirrorverse,
bro.
You were like, bro, like which way are we going?
Exactly. Which way is up? Which way is down, bro? But then like the interaction, and then like kind of what you're saying, the interactions between like because this is the upper five, and
this is the cream of the crop.
These are them dudes, bro.
And, which we'll get into it. I'm just gonna say one of these niggas don't deserve this spot, and I felt the brother and sister deserve a spot over this one nigga.
Okay. So which one?
The vase nigga.
Ooh.
So because we've talked about that because I don't know if he had this idea before I sent it to him, but I sent him a video where they were talking about because he did.
Bro, but like, we're saying what he ain't, bro. That little scared coward nigga was out there putting in work. Okay,
he's also 4 and not 5. So like,
look at the work the brother and sister put in versus the work the vase nigga put in.
So
that's all I gotta say.
The problem with that though is that the brother and sister were like the antithesis. They were the final boss.
And just like 4 and 5 were.
They didn't make 5 the final boss, so they had to kind of like hurry that shit up.
Nah. They did the same thing. 4 and 5, you had the brother and sister. That was the same thing. It was 2v2. This nigga was over there playing with his food and got his shit pieced up.
Okay. So say that. So 2v2, right?
Yeah.
A upper 10 level, an upper 10 was getting bodied by Inosuke and Zenitsu by themselves. Like that was it. Like that's all she was fighting.
Getting bodied? Getting bodied would mean like, listen. No. Hold on.
Through no Hashira training whatsoever.
No. Listen. Getting bodied would mean I'm whooping your ass and you ain't doing nothing to me. I'm pretty sure everybody did just walk away scot free.
Okay, no, you're 100% right. And neither did Tokido. Tokido's out here literally passing out.
Yeah,
because that nigga was almost drowned, and he chose. And listen, hold on. Right. Hold on. He almost drowned. He broke out of that. Was perfectly fine. The reason why he's almost like that is because the other nigga didn't leave, and he stood in the way and took all them shots for one of the fucking swordsmith niggas. That's so like. He's hurting because he was out here defending, like not because of a battle. He was just put his life on the line. Yeah. But whereas if he was actually like, I'm not saying whereas like he was actually fighting, whereas like Inosuke and Zenitsu
no. Because he says at the end of it, he's like, "Yo, like, do you think you were the only one holding back?" No, so he wasn't actually fighting. I get that, but the other thing is, right. This is what I told him like the first time he brought this up is I think that the difference between those two fights is more so a difference between the Hashiras fighting and the people fighting them. I think that's more of it because one thing that I did see a comment was that Tengen never showed one of those marks that we've been seeing like on Tanjiro and then we saw on Tokido. And then we saw on Kanjuri as well. Like he never showed one of those marks. So I think Tengen, no offense, because I think he's a great character. I think he's weak as fuck, bro. And again, this is somebody that hasn't read the manga, so I don't necessarily know. But I think in comparison,
you don't have to read the manga to try to say he's weak. Weak as fuck. Weak as fuck. All right.
I'm trying to be respectful here because I haven't read the manga. But he's weak as fuck compared to Tokido. Like there's no question. I think that is more what that.
Nigga, that's bloodline, nigga. That's just bloodline.
You're right. And bloodline is like the oldest plot armor, bro. Like
but don't be like, oh, you weak as fuck because your daddy was the nigga. Like, bro, don't be like, you know what I mean? Like you're comparing them to.
But is it wrong?
Listen, but you can't compare. I feel like you can't compare that. Then you can't. Like,
is it wrong though?
I think that there's definitely a skill gap here. I wouldn't say he's weak as fuck.
I'm saying in comparison,
there's definely a skill gap. So because they did take the time. So they did take the time to mention how like Tokido is like him, like he's like he comes from a bloodline. He uses the most powerful technique. He's a prodigy, and he's so good at the most powerful technique that he developed a different technique that he's using to fight.
Yeah.
So like. He's like in terms of like the Hashira, he's probably
like top 3. Like top
you can't
2, 3,
you can't you're like, oh yeah, this nigga weak as shit compared like like basketball wise right now. Oh, this nigga weak as shit compared to like LeBron and Kobe. Like, yeah, they're fucking amazing. They're like that's unseen before, nigga. This is like genetics, nigga. You can't you know what I mean? Like but that's what I'm saying is because that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are weak as shit compared to that nigga. Yeah, you know what I mean? Besides
you're 100% right, but I think what I'm trying to say is the reason that the level 5, the 5th demon went down so easily is because he's fighting him. That's who he went up against.
Nah, that nigga. I don't know, bro. I feel like that nigga's whole little pop, all that shit was like, I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know. I don't want to accept that answer. It's like
there's a hierarchy for a reason.
So do you think Tokido was way stronger than fucking Rengoku?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like 100%. And I love Rengoku, bro. But yeah, no, Tokido's washing Rengoku, bro. He was the not youngest, but he was the newest Hashira, bro.
I'm asking a question.
Oh, he's
I'm
washing
asking a question.
Rengoku.
Cause you saying this nigga, you think this nigga Tokido is just like, I get he has the bloodline and all that he's in, but you like, yeah, he made this demon look weak. Nah, I don't. Cause the nigga Tanjiro's bloodline too, nigga. That nigga got it in his blood too. This nigga is literally plot armor, nigga, and but I get Taquitos been doing it a little longer. I'll give you that, but we'll see. Cause I haven't read the manga either, but I feel like you hyping this nigga Taquito up a lot, and I don't think
Bro, Taquito's top three Hashira right now. Like,
I don't know much about the others, but
I think he's gonna be top three. I think the Stone dude, because I think he's supposed to be like doing the training for Tanjiro in the next arc. I think he's up there.
This Hashira training next, so we gonna see everybody next. Yeah, that's why we gonna see everybody. This Hashira training, we gonna see who really that, like who really them.
I think they're gonna
be everybody.
I think the stone guy, the guy that has like the big ball, like not an actual sword. I think he's like up there too, and I think obviously Tokido and who's the Hashira that saved Tanjiro? What was his name? The water one.
Oh,
and I think he's up there.
That nigga's it.
I think those three are the. Yeah, I think those.
I know who you're talking about. I know the nigga with he doesn't have the patch like on his little fucking thing. Like he has like a different color. What the fuck is this?
But
he has like a little plaid piece. He has a little plaid piece, bro. Yeah, he has a little plaid piece.
Yeah, no, I think those three are like those dudes. Like I think those are the top three dogs there.
You think so?
I think so. I know, like that Stone guy has to be up there, bro. Because he's like,
I can ask. I mean, I can ask.
We can find like this. Ain't nothing but a name, bro.
I'm just glad to hear. I want to hear what you got. Yeah, because he has the half plaid shit. What's this nigga's name? Oh yeah, Giyu.
Okay.
Yeah, Giyu. Giyu. Giyu Tomioka.
But yeah, okay.
He's a water Hashira. Stone Hashira is Giyomi.
Giyomi, okay.
Yeah, and then we got yep.
But yeah, so
the insect, I've also heard that the insect Hashira Shinobu is also OP.
That's the dude with the snake, right?
Yeah, Shinobu. Yeah. So
anyway, the interaction between the demons is so that's the other thing, and we kind of talked about this. The interactions between these upper demons, it's not always like friendly, bro. Because like there's some people that want to kill some motherfuckers in there,
bro. The disrespect, bro. I'm gonna let you know right now. If we all demons, listen. If we all demons, and I'm a rank above you, I'm gonna be chilling and all that shit the first time out. But nigga, you swing at me, dog.
Literally,
it's a wrap, bro.
Like nah, bro,
it's a wrap, bro. I'm about to piece you up real quick, like easy money, real quick. I'm like, don't try me again, bro. Don't like we can play around and we can be cool. I'm all chilling. Don't put your hands on me.
So do you think that because this is an interaction between 2 and 3, do you think it's because so she respects him that much that's why she's not doing much about it? Just
what you think, Rose?
Nah, I mean, like they mentioned it because it's one of those things where it's like I came in. I think that number 2 is just petty, right?
Yeah,
on some like haha. Petty. I came in after you, but I'm ranked higher than you.
Yep.
So I'm gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? You could just be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like you slice my head up, like haha, you mad? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I think it was kind of like almost like a little brother kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And you know who I am? I'm number 1. Hey, nigga. He higher rank, nigga. Stop this bullshit.
It's like a classic, like oldest brother, middle brother. You know what I mean? Kind of like so it's like the youngest is chirping at the middle one, and the oldest one keeps the order, kind of thing.
Yep.
That's what it looks like. And then number 4,
I don't know what's wrong with number 4.
He's like, if you want it,
nigga, you know what you gotta do, nigga. If not, nigga, then shut your mouth.
I'm saying it's like, yo, you getting out of line, you forgetting about the order of things around here. If you want the 2 spot, you know how you get it. Like, just shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, because the way it's I just love how it's like so number one, we're gonna talk about number one for a second because obviously
let's go.
he's the first one.
He is him.
The fact that like everybody's kind of like chirping amongst themselves and like, yeah, where is he? And then Shorty with the guitar was like, yo, he's been here the whole time. So the fact that like they can't even sense him shows crazy. Like how powerful he is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then so the fact that he's just sitting there quiet and he's like, let him chirp, let him get it out, let him get it out. All right, this is going on too long. Whoop, chop your hand off. Like, yo, you're gonna show some respect because he's higher than you. So I love that about him, and the way he looks is crazy.
Do you I told D-Rain, do you know who he like kind of is? Like, because obviously he looks like somebody. Number one, looks like somebody.
When the episodes were airing, like we had theories, and then we cheated and talked to somebody that knows. And so like
I was just like, who? He obviously looks like a lot of people. Like, who is he? So like, if you want to know, I could tell you. But if you don't, I definitely won't.
Or do you have a theory? Like, if you have a theory with, because I knew.
I mean, I do have a theory.
What's the theory?
What's your theory?
So because he looks an awful lot like Doll, and so the doll was like, the training doll that they have is based on a samurai from 300 years ago who's like the greatest demon slayer of all time.
The first, right? He was the first fire breather. The first, yeah.
Looks a lot like him.
You want to know?
No.
He said no.
Don't tell me. I'm just saying, like in my brain, like I pieced it together, like, oh, okay, it's a samurai. They needed 6 arms for to show like. I mean, like how fast he was, so he didn't actually have 6 arms.
That was crazy when they said that, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
so thinking about that and how fast he moved in on that demon and chopped his whole hand off was like, this might be the same guy. Maybe it was like, I'm tired of fighting you, join us. And so like he became like a demon reluctantly because it was just like, he was fighting. Yeah. He was fighting literally him, Mike Jack. I don't know. I can't think of his name, but the dude
Muzan.
Yes, he's literally like that's who he was doing battle with. So they were fighting like on an equal level. So I can see something happening where it's just like, you know what? Here's my blood. You're one of us now.
I like your thought process.
I mean, they tried to do it with Rengoku too. Homie tried to turn him. Like, in the middle of the fight, bro. It's like, yo, let's just keep on
do this, bro. We can do this for life.
But yeah, so after that, like after that altercation, Muzan gets pissed off and he sends 4 and 5 out on a mission to find.
No. We ain't gonna brush over that real quick. That nigga he made shit clear, nigga. He said, listen, he said, listen. I was just chilling, you know what I mean? It's been 100 years and y'all ain't did shit, bro. And now I'm one of y'all niggas. So I'm just gonna stop playing now. Y'all niggas need to actually act. Y'all niggas need to go do what you need to do because your lives are really on the line now. So, and then they thought that was joking.
What he said, he was like, you need to do this like your life's on the line because it is.
Because it is. And then did he decapitate 4, bro? Or no, he decapitated the base nigga 5.
Yeah, it was 5. Yeah. Because he said he almost had something. He's like, bro, don't come up here with almost.
Mike Jack was on Thriller time.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Told him to beat it. But not because it was crazy. You know how I knew he was serious? He took all that time to mix all them potions just to blow up all the glasses. That's how I knew he meant what he was talking about, bro. He was sitting there meticulously pouring one potion into the other one, mixing it up, stirring it up, looking at it, setting them in the jar, and then blew up everything.
Every single one of them, bro. It's like, yeah, nah.
He said, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
Bro,
but yeah,
so we're still in the first fucking episode, bro.
Yeah. You're right. My bad.
So no. You're good.
Wait, no.
This is understandable.
This is what it's for.
So all right. So so keep on going. So he so like that's basically the first episode. That's basically what happens in the first episode. So we keep moving forward, and that's when we get to Tanjiro seeing Tokido for the first time, and he's out training against the training doll that Ghost was talking about. This is 6-armed mechanical doll to kind of mimic, like he said, one of the greatest demon slayer of all time.
Yes.
And Tokido breaks it. and where when he breaks it, we're introduced to a new character, a swords, actually a really bad swordsmith. Apparently, is what they eventually say, and he's freaking out because he's saying like his lineage created it, and he's not good enough to like remake it and things like that. But Tokido ends up breaking it. And when he breaks it, like I'm trying to skip over like some of the songs.
Yeah.
But when he ends up breaking it, they find an old rusted sword like in the chest cavity. So like they take that off and they're like, yo, like this is a super like rusted sword. But it has to be, they believe it's the sword of the demon slayer that this doll is modeled off after. So they send it off. Tanjiro's swordsmith makes it back, and dude is like Hulk Hogan steroid swole. Then my man said he went out to the mountains training, and like, dog, like I need to see that training arc.
What mountains were they?
Bro, what's in that air, bro? So he comes back and he actually takes the sword, and he says that he knows this restoration technique that he can restore the sword back to its former glory, and like that's like his job. So he goes off and does that. Meanwhile, Tanjiro starts training with the 6-armed doll with only 5 arms now since Tokido broke it. And homie's getting kind of bodied by a mechanical doll, and I think that's just funny in its own, bro. Yeah, you're right. He's getting kind of dog walked by this doll for a while.
Yeah. He said, "That's no kinda, bro."
Yeah.
There's no kinda. He was getting dog walked.
He was getting shit mixed up, which is
it's a training arc.
It's gonna happen, but like fast forward a little bit, like he starts like realizing and actually using what he has, because the swordsmith that the training dummy was made by his family. He told him, he said, "Listen, I'm not gonna feed you till you land a blow."
My man said, "I'm not gonna feed you till you land a
Tanjiro
blow."
thought it was a joke, bro, and he was like,
I think it was like right before he finally landed the blow. He's like, "Bro, I'm gonna put a real sword in this man's hand if you don't quit playing." Because he's just been whacking him with wooden swords from the beginning, bro.
Put the training wheels on it for him.
Yeah, bro. And then finally Tanjiro,
when Tokido fought it was literally 6 swords, and then when Tanjiro went to fight it, he put like wood on the blades. But this wasn't even like, he was like, "Yo, if you're lucky those weren't real swords, because you might die." And Tanjiro was like, "I might die to these wooden swords." Like
he was getting minced, bro.
I forgot about that. Like, shit, dude. I'm about to die now. Did you see this shit? The guy ate this thing and whooping my ass.
Yeah.
But he finally, gets his mojo going, bro. Yeah, hits and lands a hit, and then he starts figuring it out, and then that's when he breaks it again. I think you got to make, because I think he breaks it again, right?
So he's fighting it. He finally gets fed, and then like once he's got energy back, like he's doing a lot better. And then eventually, it's the end of, I forget which episode it is, but it's at the tail end of it. He kind of dodges an attack. And he's going for the head, and then he almost hesitates, and then he hears the little guy. He's like, "Yo, like don't
break
stop,
that shit, nigga."
Like, break that shit. He's like, "I'll fix it. Don't worry," because he wants. Because like we kind of skipped over it, but the little guy, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna help you train because I want you to be better than Tokido, because Tokido broke my shit, and I want you to whoop his ass."
I love the introduction of this little dude, bro. I love the introduction of this little dude. So I hate to be the guy to do this, but I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
Rewind it, bro.
So basically, Tanjiro is like, he's like, "I'm gonna find this mythic piece or whatever, right? Like the rumored or whatever piece." So he's just like kind of walking through the woods and not minding his business, because that's what Tanjiro's a professional at. Never minds his own business. Never. So we see Tokido like, "Yo, little dude, run it. Hey, give me the bot. I want to train. Give me the key or whatever." And little dude's like, "Nah, you can't do it. My family did this. I don't like you. Whatever." Right?
Run the ones, bro.
So
I'm trying to train.
We get to see the interaction between Tanjiro and Tokido. Tokido literally was just bitch slapping Tanjiro and knocked him out.
Yep.
Literally just bitch slapped him, and Tanjiro came to like, "Oh, what happened?" Right? And then the little dude is like, "Yeah, he took the doll. He's training with it. He's gonna break it. Please help me." And now
but
he's
help
known
me better
to be
than what
like,
you did.
he's known to be not a good swordsmith, he's also 10 years old, right? So you
Yeah.
know he's
But he
really
has
really
nobody.
early
It's
on in the
just
game,
him.
right?
Yeah, and his entire family's
Um,
gone.
so yeah, so that's the introduction to him. Basically, him getting choked up like, "Yo, run the doll," and he's like, "No, I don't want it." Right? And then so you can see the bond between him and Tanjiro is like, "Yo, this is like my little brother. Like this is my guy. Like I want to help him."
Right.
And then so that's when he's like, "All right, yeah, we'll get the doll back." That's when he broke the doll. So now the little dude, what is his name? It's like Kotetsu, maybe? I
I
don't know.
think something like that.
I think
Something like
that's.
that. I don't
I
remember.
actually think it is Kotetsu.
So that's when he's like, "Yo, you need to train so that you could beat him up." And I remember one scene where he started roasting dude. He was
Yeah,
like,
bro, he was
yeah.
roasting homie, bro.
He was like, "You gotta beat him." And when he tell him, I mean, when you beat him, you be like, "Yo, that's all you got, scumbag. You need to get a haircut, seaweed head, you shameless jerk." Like he started roasting
Oh my
Taquito.
gosh.
And I was like, you know what? I mess with him. I like that dude. I like that dude.
Yo.
Yeah, so that's when it started training, and he was like, "Yeah, you can't eat until you like land a hit on the doll."
Mhm.
And then so then they do their time skip thing. So it's been like 3 or 4 days without him eating, and he's trying to fight this doll.
Yeah.
Just dog walk. So yeah, but I love like how he got introduced, and then how they established the dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah.
And then
No, most definitely, bro. Like he.
No, remember, I know you've watched these episodes more recent than we have, so like we're gonna forget.
Right.
I'm gonna forget shit. Like,
Yeah, exactly. We watched this one.
Yeah.
this is why I wait, bro. Y'all had to wait weeks. Y'all had to wait a week between some of these episodes. I'm like, how? How do you wait? Like literally, I started
Crazy,
at
bro.
noon, and then at like 6:30, I was like, did I eat today?
yeah, Demon Slayer for lunch and dinner,
Right, yeah,
bro.
exactly. So
No, but yeah, go ahead, keep going. Getting down.
So he lands a hit. They break the doll. They get the sword out of it. And oh yeah, so he's restoring the sword. So he's restoring the sword.
Yeah,
and they're kind of chilling in the village, and the village gets attacked basically. So like there's really not much after that. The village gets found. I don't think they like really explained how he found the village. I know like that's what he said during the meeting. He's like, hey, I've got
he said, "What's that hint? What's that?" He said, "I have that there's some Hashira or something that are over there."
So he may have just followed a Hashira there, I guess. But like the vase demon number 5 like is there. Like he starts like gutting some people up.
Yeah, but remember, because he just pop up in the motherfucking tree, bro. He pop up in the trees, bro, and just put the body in there like Saw style, bro.
Like for real, like there was a vase like just sitting on the ground, and one of the swordsmiths just like walks by, and is like, oh, that's a vase. I don't recognize this vase. And man just gets sucked into the vase like immediately, and then it honestly spins,
bro.
It spins around like a freaking blender, and it just like oozes like a river of blood. It's like, yo, like he literally blended man in that vase, bro. Like he literally blended old dude. Like it's over. It's a wraps, bro.
Yo, bro, they use high speed, bro. They was not missing.
Level 5 blending,
bro.
Yeah.
So now
I don't mean to laugh at anybody's death, but
so
like it sucks because anybody would have done that. Well, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's just getting sucked.
So that's happening so over in one. And yeah, bro, it was quick. But then, like on the other side of the village is where like Tanjiro, so it's Tanjiro, Taquito, and I think Kotetsu, I think are all eating. Like no, Taquito and Genya. Sorry, Genya was one there. So like they're all eating, and the number 4 demon like just shows up.
Bro, just pulls up
to the cookout, bro. Like no invite, no nothing, and just got his plate already.
Yeah, boo, just slid the door open. He started crawling in. Like, hey, what y'all doing in here? What y'all got going on?
Like Uncle at a barbecue. What we got doing? What you doing? You don't know.
Bite of that nephew. Let me get a bite.
Let me see what you got on that plate. Who's that? Hot legs? Let me get a little bite of that.
Like, bro, like Taquito even says, he's like, yo, like, how did I not like sense this dude was here? And like he tries to take a slice of it. And that's one thing I do like about Taquito. Like Amnesia Taquito, like there's no words. It's like only swords. Like he's like, yo, I didn't sense this dude. Bet, let's wrap this up. Slice immediately.
Back the fuck up.
As the Mist Hashirama, he is definitely about to smoke. Like
All
he's
smoke.
properly named. Properly named, because it was just like, I didn't sense him. Slice his head off. Like
oh shit.
there was no like introduction, like who are you? Like, can I help you? And it was just like, huh.
He's
Like,
not
nigga,
Goku, bro. He's
you were not
Goku.
invited. You were not invited to the cookout. Why did you?
So he slices at him, but he misses, and then he's like, "Yo, like that's got to be a strong demon for me to miss," and like, and then shit just gets real after that.
Yeah, bro. Because he was like, "Yo, they disband their little group immediately, though. Because that's when old boy, yeah, he gets swoodly whopped across the goddamn map, nigga."
Because he gets in there, and then like, so that's the thing. So obviously, we've kind of talked about the vase demon. He's kind of like this sea serpent type of demon that's able to like more or less almost.
He's a genie like, bro, but he is sea like because he doesn't come out yet, and he has like a whole fucking tail.
He's got the fish demon.
Yeah.
That's why I say sea serpent, because he's got the fish demons and stuff like that.
You're right.
But
It's
he
the
can more or
baby
less.
hands though. That creeped me out, bro.
Hands, bro. I was crying every time I saw him, bro. They were. Oh my gosh! And the fact that he had like the two mouths and things like that kind of like was kind of creepy too. But yeah, the baby hands, bro. The baby hands is what gave it to me, bro. So
it's like one eye, two mouths. Okay, you're a demon. I get it.
Yeah.
Why you have baby hands coming out of your neck? Like,
and two sets of them too, right?
Yeah, bro, they just be like this, bro. They just be
I mean, and then we learn later that it's not only out of his neck. Like he had baby hands all down his butt. Like, why don't you just get two regular arms? Like, I feel like you'd be better
Bro,
off.
just put them together, homie. Just put them together, man. That's all you need to do.
Oh my gosh, yo, I can't with these niggas, bro.
So he can more or less instantaneously like switch from his different pots, and he can put pots basically wherever. He's able to control or like I guess summon these lower level fish demon that he can use as like a little army. He has these poison needles that he can shoot out, and then he has the water vase like containment technique where like basically he traps someone in water in the shape of a vase and basically just waits for them to drown. So those are kind of his abilities, and then we move over to number 4, and number 4 is this like tiny and the thing is, like, we said this, me and him said this, I don't think we said it on the show, but we said like after the first episode, we're like, yo, that tiny little dude is number 4. He's gonna be a problem. Like,
yeah,
like,
bro.
there's
Like,
no way, like, you have this like super timid, like scared looking demon, and he's not an absolute menace. And this dude's a menace, bro. So, but
it's
it's
a
not
fucking he is a fucking problem, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
fuck the menace shit, bro.
Actually, he's like 4 or 5 problems because
like,
that's what this dude does.
He's 6.
Yeah, actually 6. So like, so what was it? It was it was.
He's
fear.
all of the. It was hatred.
It was. Well, so before
no,
hatred,
hatred,
so not
yeah,
hatred,
before
because hatred is
hatred
after
was
they merge. So it's
combined,
fear,
yeah.
Technically
Fear,
regret, because
joy.
like because he regrets that bigger one at the very end. That kind of housed fear. So like fear, regret, joy. There was a sadness one, right?
Yeah, there was sadness.
Maybe like
That's
sadness
isn't
or
that what he
despair.
is?
No, he like the little one was fear.
Oh,
but
okay.
There was like a sad one, or maybe like despair or something like that. But despair. I think I said anger, right? Did I say anger? No, I didn't say anger.
No, you did.
But
Anger. So yeah, it's like 5 or 6 of them. But basically, he's more or less he kind of splits his basically his personality. So like each of those emotions has a physical form, and they were kind of dogging him, bro. Like there was one that was like kind of flying around with like almost indestructible talons and fangs. There was one that kind of used a giant leaf, kind of a wind ability that would just like blow people like literally miles. There was a guy that had this lightning staff that would just like literally electrocute people.
Bro, that fucking
What was the
staff,
other one?
nigga.
The other one was just like, I think he just had like a staff, like a bow staff or something like that. But they were all getting him to work,
like
bro.
Nah, he so I liked how the introduction to him just kind of like happened over time, right? So it was just like we have this really timid fear demon.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, looking at him, I was like, I didn't expect much out of him. It did establish that his base fear form was super fast because he was able to dodge Tokido.
Right.
Yeah.
Then in trying to kill him, you just kept making the problem worse.
That's what it was. Cause no, he did slice him. He did cut him. I don't think he cut his head off, but he cut him, and that's when the other forms started coming out.
The first time he dodged it. The second time he was like, "Oh, you need me to use all my speed? Cool, I got you." Again, establishing how powerful he is.
Mhm.
But there was the second time when he chopped his head off, and then the
They thought
body
he
grew
was-
another head, and then the head grew another body.
Yeah.
So now we have this demon that's split in two. And then it's like, oh yeah, we got to use the rule of slashing both their heads at the same time, and
Mm-hmm.
he blew his head off. So then that's when we got the third one.
Right.
Can we talk about Genya having a shotgun?
Bro,
Nigga,
the
bro.
sawed off, bro. My man whipped out the gas. I was like, yo.
Yeah. So basically, it was like in trying to slash his head off, we went to having one really timid demon that have four powerhouses.
Yeah.
Four
Dude hit him with
powerhouses,
the
and they
fan.
kept getting younger. Like that was the other thing they mentioned
Yeah.
is that because they kept getting younger and stronger and more and faster. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they all had that different emotion that he's kind of talking about too when they started coming out.
Yeah, because then once they all formed, that nigga started banging on them drums, nigga. It was a rap, bro.
Oh.
Them drums was no joke, bro.
Well, because so that happens later. So now they're out there fighting. Tanjiro actually gets separated from everybody, and he's fighting one of the demons by himself, the one that flies. Nezuko and Genya are still hanging back, fighting the other three. And they it's not going too well.
Nigga, stop downplaying shit, nigga. They're getting their asses whooped.
Listen,
not going well.
It's not going well. I wasn't lying. I wasn't wrong. It was not going
Fuck
well.
that, nigga. They need help.
They need some milk.
They need something, bro.
Bruh, so that's happening there. Love Hashira actually left the village. And then she's got called back. So like they flash back to her every now and then to say that she's on her way back. And
I don't know how they didn't hear her coming. I'm just gonna say that right now, bro.
And then Tokido's obviously fighting the number 5 demon. So Tanjiro actually makes it back to his crew. And like they're all fighting together. And he kind of says the same thing. He's like, hey, like, we had to cut all these heads off at the same time. And so they make that plan. Tokido's he's fighting and kind of toying around with that demon. And then eventually gets trapped in the water vase. And and that's when he kind of takes the needles that Ham was talking about before and try to save the swordsmiths there, saving them and taking that attack.
Meanwhile, he's getting trapped in that. That's when freaking, because we skipped over something. Yeah, Genya had a sawed-off shotgun, but Genya had gotten
bro.
And Tanjiro was like, "Damn, Genya's dead." Wait a minute, what the? And this nigga Genya turned around, bro. And he full demon time, bro. No, but before that,
legitimate Swiss cheese, my guy.
At one point, yeah, but he's straight demon mode right now, and we were like, "Wait, what?"
Yellow hair, fangs, eyes, crazy,
bro, veins, nigga. He was
slobbering at the mouth. And I'm like, yo, is this man like a demon? Like, is he a demon too? Like, what's? And then, what was your first reaction to that, Gus? Because I know mine. I thought he was a demon. Like, I thought he was a straight demon.
Yeah.
You said you thought he died.
Yeah. I thought he was dead. And like, so he like turned into a, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, my thought process was kind of like, because when he got stabbed in the chest or whatever, right? I was like, maybe it's like in his blood or something where he's a demon. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really didn't know what to think about it the first time. So it was just kind of like, because like when Tanjiro got back, he had like the spear through his chest, but he was holding the demon's head in his hand, and he was a demon. So I was like, just had like, did he like, was he dying and like got the blood, or I don't know. So I didn't really know what to think at first, honestly.
Right.
But I just remember when I know the small details because I just watched it, but you remember he pulled out his tooth?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
threw it and hit
yeah, he
Tanjiro in
did
the head.
look-
And then later on, Tanjiro was like, "Yo, I see you got all your teeth," and he was like, "Nah, you imagine that." And he like handed him his tooth back, and dude was like, "Yo, why do you have it?" Like, so, so then I
He's
saw
like, why
that,
are you
and
just
then I was
carrying
like,
around someone else's tooth, my guy?
which, to be honest, is kind
That's
of weird.
kind of weird, bro.
But,
That's mad weird, bro.
but knowing Tanjiro, how we know Tanjiro, he always trying to help. He never minds his own business.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I remember seeing that, and I'm like, all right, so he's got some kind of regeneration thing happening. But then I saw he was a demon, and I was like, oh snap! Like he could be a plant. Like maybe he's been a demon this whole time, just trying to like infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
But
eventually
then
they did explain what was going on. But like
So
at first, I was just like, yo,
I was kind of on like the opposite to where like I thought he was a demon or whatever, but
Mhm.
like maybe like kind of like a half, it's like something with like a half thing to where like he only changes like at a certain threshold of pain or something like that, and he was kind of on the same boat as Tanjiro, trying to find a way to become back human again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, but yeah, like when he turned.
I was tripping. I was like, wait, what? Because he was chanting too. Y'all forget he was chanting shit. And I was like, nigga, what's the chanting? Is the chanting what it was? What the fuck is going on with that? Is he chanting something? And I was like, I don't know. But then I don't know. But then he made it clear, like during the fights, he was just like, yeah, I just can't get hit in the head, nigga. Anything else, I'll be all right. But
generate the head. Generate the head.
he said, be careful.
Anything else, I'm good.
I'm
Get
good,
it.
bro.
I'm good.
Yeah, the headshot, yeah.
Like you said, yo, he hit him point blank with whatever that screamo attack
Bro,
is.
and legitimately like Swiss cheese, bro. There were holes all up on his body. And the next
Tanjiro
episode, he was
like,
cool.
yo, he got to be dead.
He's like, all right,
And
well,
he said,
all right, Nezuko,
nah,
it's just
go
us.
get him. Yeah, see that nigga getting him. He was
My
like, nah,
sister
bro.
because this dude is gone.
So yeah, so they're going through their fight, and they think they get to like a turning point because there is a scene like where like Genya pops one in the head, and they're trying to cut the head off, but like again, like I said, they can't do this by themselves. They
No, hell no.
They ended up getting like thrown. I think it was the wind one came back and like threw them like through the floor with his fucking bro. Like
fucking
how
them up,
pissed,
bro.
how pissed would you be, bro? Like if somebody waves a leaf at you and then applies like thousands of pounds of pressure on you.
You just laying
Bro,
there,
like-
bro, like, God damn.
Bro, this is a load, my guy.
Was out instantly, straight white eyes.
Yeah, he was done.
Yeah.
Tanjiro was like that a
instant
couple times during
pressure.
this fight. Too.
Undertaker mode. Full Undertaker mode, bro.
Tanjiro be low key, like I know he's like the hero of the story. If it wasn't for his plot armor, like
Oh, Kid's dead,
he would have been taken out multiple times.
bro. First off,
he's
Kid
just
would
really good at
have
talk
died.
jutsu. He
Yeah.
watched Naruto like the rest of us.
Because
Because without that, he like Tokido would have took him out. That
Bro,
water
some of this
guy
shit don't make sense, bro.
originally would have took him out.
First off,
I
it
get
was
this,
not
I get this
armor.
plot armor. But this nigga be like, I can't move. All of a sudden, this nigga be like, like, nigga, you just said you
whole
can't
ass
move.
moves, bro. Whole ass
Bro,
like,
you just-
combos.
no, now hold like he's throwing like level 3 special moves. I'm like, you
Exactly,
said
bro,
you can't
like-
move. I don't even like what.
Like you
I
literally
didn't
said,
even
you
whoop your
can't
ass enough
breathe,
to
my
build that
guy.
up.
My man said he can't breathe, and then I can't breathe. Breathing form, fifth form. Like, yo, what? Like, where's the breath coming from? But,
And fifth form?
yeah, like, come on now. So, okay, so what else? So,
so much. He said, I can't breathe. Breathing form, fifth form. Nigga, what?
So,
said
like,
you
as
can't
this
breathe,
happened, Kanjuri comes back. She makes it back.
Oh,
She doesn't
shit.
join Tokido or any of the other groups first.
Mm.
She goes straight for the village chief.
I am them niggas, bro. I'm telling you right now.
So you guys will understand what he's saying here in a bit. So she goes and finds the chief, and it's light work for her because the only thing that are attacking like the village at this point are like the little lower level fish demons that the number 5 can create. So like, she's just like literally walking through them like paper. And you finally get to see her sword, which is like a ribbon. Actually, it's not like your traditional sword, which I
Like
thought
a
was
ribbon
really, really
dancer.
cool.
She looked like a ribbon dancer.
So she's going through and she finds the village chief and is like, able to rescue him and like literally like, chops up these demons and he saves her and like she's holding on to him because he was being squeezed, bro. Like he was getting kind of crushed, like no joke. And like she's like hold on because she thinks because he's actually the one that made this sword for her, and she's got like that connection with him. Is like, hey, she's like breathe, blah blah blah, and then she's like, are you okay? He's like, now that I'm in the arms of a lovely woman, of course I am. I'm like, this old fucking perv. What but it doesn't stop there.
Homie, bro, he said, hey, I hurt my arm too. Can you come carry me? That nigga said, hey, shut up, nigga.
He smooth said, bro, you are okay. I'm the one that needs the love, bro.
Yup.
Chief knows what he wants, bro. Oh gosh, but yeah,
man.
so then like so that happens and so now we start getting to the backstory. So before we go to Taquitos, we got Genya's backstory actually before this point. So Genya's backstory is
kind of crazy.
It's kind of messed up, bro. So Genya's
kind of on par with Tanjiro.
What is it? I think he was the second oldest, right? He's the second oldest of like four kids, something like that. He's the second oldest of four. And with them, what was it? Was that the one where the mom was sick, or was that Taquito?
Nah, that was Taquito.
Yeah, okay. So
Genya is the one where him and his brother, they end up getting in a beat because the demon come in the house, and then I think it kill the other two, and then he goes after to chase it, and then her mom goes to try to find him, and that's when fucking Genya pulls up in the street, and his mom is dead, and his brother got the blood all over him.
Yeah, you're 100% right. So
that's Genya's, right?
The mom was, I think so, right, Ghost? Because I know you watched it more recently than me.
Yeah, so
the
mom it was basically.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you've seen it more recently.
Yeah, so the mom is out. Don't really say like what she's doing or where she's at.
Right?
Like, the mom is just
like you
out.
think she's like getting food or something like that, but like she's like or working or something like that. But yeah, she's just not there.
And then they're like, she's really late coming back. So the oldest brother is like, I'm gonna go and look for her. And then Genya, who's the second oldest brother, is like, I'm gonna go with you. And he goes, nah, remember what we talked about. So it's like, he's gotta basically they just made a pact where he's gotta protect the young ones.
Yep.
So he stays home to protect them. So his brother's gone, mom's gone, and then all of a sudden there's a figure at the door. And then they're like, so the little ones, because they're all awake too. They're, we thought it was just the older two, but it turns out the little ones are awake too. And they're like, yo, where's mom? He's like, yeah, he's going to find her, let's, hang out or whatever.
Right.
So then the figure appears at the door. The kids start running toward the door. The door opens and he says it looked like a wolf. Instant kill all four of the kids.
Instant, bro.
Instant.
Yep.
4 bodies, 1 slash. Yep. And he was like in denial because it was like, so that happens, right? And then the demon like attacks him, and then his brother comes in and tackles the demon. Can we give it up for his brother for a second?
Bro, like
he can't be older than like 12.
Like Ray Lewis speared man through the wall.
No,
bro.
Not even Ray Lewis, bro. I'm talking like Rhino in WWF.
Yes, bro, the gore, bro. Yeah.
Like get your ass on my window.
And he's in denial because we all know that that's 4 body bags that need to get made. And he's like, put pressure on your wounds.
Put pressure. I'm gonna get the doctor.
I'm gonna go get the doctor. Put pressure on the wounds. Nah, bro. That's just
like
leave the house.
Yeah, it's not leave.
And then so he chases down, he's going to get the doctor, whatever, and that's when he runs into his brother standing over, his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And the brothers, so it's obvious like what happened here. Like the mom got turned into a demon. The mom came back to the house, killed the kids, and then the older brother killed her.
Yeah,
and he just said they didn't say it at the time, and it's not even that like egregious later on, but like he said something to his brother, and so the two of them aren't like on good terms anymore.
No, they're not cool. They're not cool. Because like I think it's like at one of those points where Genya thinks he's about to die, and he's like, and then that's when he flashes back to everything that happened. He's like, I'm about to die. We can figure this out.
He said, nah, I'm gonna be a Hashira to prove to my brother, right? Isn't it like he's trying to be Hashira to prove to his brother, like, nigga, I'm him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, kind of thing. I think that's what, if I remember correctly.
Because he
Yeah,
does
yeah,
want to be a
he was
Hashira. That's something that it does get established like early on,
Yeah.
like act like right after his transformation, where he's talking and we would think that he's gonna be like all demon talk, but he's like, nah, bro, like you can't be a Hashira before me. And then he's asked, because he was asked like, are you the one that sliced off that upper demon's head? And he's like, so I still have a
You
chance.
need help, nigga. Yeah, he said you ain't do that shit solo dolo, nigga. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, Genya.
Bro, you had an assist, bro. Like that's not the 3-point.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That shit don't count, nigga.
And I was like, cool. Bro.
You ain't get that body by yourself, nigga. You got the handshake, bro. You got the skull, nigga. You got the handshake. Participation, nigga. You just there, nigga. You in the area. I don't know what.
So that's getting his backstory, and then we get Taquito's backstory, which is kind of similar to where they're like, but it's not as many. It's just him, and then you find out Taquito has a twin brother as well. So it's
Which twins.
Twins. Remember,
Twins.
if you're catching up with the show, or you're watching the show. Remember twins. Don't
Remember
ever forget
twins,
about twins.
Ghosts, okay?
Don't ever forget about twins. So it's Muichi. Wait, what is it? Muichio and
Muchiro, and
then what's the other one?
I forget.
What letter is it? That's what I'm mad about because it's literally just like a letter off.
Is it Tucci? No. Is it no? Is it K?
It's
is it K or T?
Muichio brother. I'm looking at it right now. It's
is it K? Or it's I feel like
it's like Yuichiro. So it's like Muchiro and Yuichiro or something like that.
Bro, it's literally bro.
So
like,
it's
because he always roasts a little brother. The Mu and Muchiro stands for whatever.
Like worthless or something like that. It's
like
Muichiro because it's Muichiro, and Yorichio. So
Yorichio. Okay.
Yorichio
and your is a Y. Okay,
so
cool.
M and Y. So the twin brothers. So
yeah.
Twin brothers. Remember twins. So their parents, the mother ends up getting really, really sick. And the dad has to find this specific herb to try to help to get her out of the sickness, to get over it. But when he goes out, it's a terrible storm, and these herbs like grow in like the mountains, and they basically lose their parents all the same night. So the dad falls off the mountain, basically busts his skull open. The mom dies from sickness that night.
That shit was crazy.
So they're orphans. So Yorichio is I think it's just kind of assumed that Yorichio is like the slightly older one. But he's if not older, he's definitely the more direct one, and Yurichiro is kind of like the more kind-hearted, compassionate one. And they had to fend for themselves, so like they start working, and like Ghost said, Yurichio kind of like mistreats him and says that he's got to be stronger, he's got to be more direct, he's got to be like a harder person, basically for them to survive. And they get contacted by the leader of the demon corps. I forget what his name is, but his wife, or I think one of his wives, letting them know, hey, you guys are a direct lineage of some of the original Demon Slayer. You guys should come with us so we can train. Yurichio is all for it. Yurichio is like, bro, like first off, this is it's one of the insults. Is like, you know what the Mu and Yurichio stands for, right? And basically calls him worthless and he can't do it. And he's like, no, we're not talking about, we're not going. There's no way, blah, blah, blah. And he shuts it down. So they keep on going. And then they actually stop talking to each other after that. They stop talking to each other. And then, unfortunately, like kind of like the same thing happens, bro. Like they're just like chilling in the house and a random ass. So, okay. So Ghost, I want you to hear me out. So it's especially in this case. These dudes been living in this house for how long, right? They turned down homie's wife's invitation to become demon slayers, and then a demon shows up. That's kind of a strange coincidence.
Coincidence? I think
I don't know if that's a coincidence, my dude. Like, because like I swear, like obviously, like the timing obviously is different because it's a flashback, but like it was, we said no. Maybe a couple days later, demon shows up.
Here's the thing, because I wasn't even thinking about that, but now that you mention it, like they also showed up when the demon was there. So like the older brother was like dying, and they like showed up. So it's kind of
Because
because
like after the fight, like they showed up with enough time to save old dude because old dude was Mauricio was messed up too.
These demons be hitting a lot of people young ages that turn around to be bloodlines or some shit and turn out to be bestiality sorcerers, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like this shit happens too many times, and it's just like you don't think about it, and then you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, that does kind of make sense. And then if you go back a couple seasons ago, why did he attack? Like,
So I thought that was I don't know like where like my thought process is gonna go with that, but like that just seems it just seems like that was the scene that showed me. I was like, yo, that's really coincidental, bro.
They're like, hey, you the bloodline of some really OG niggas.
We
join
need
us
you.
so we can train you. Nah.
Oh no. Okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I mean, it could be one of those things where, you know, I want to believe that the demon slayers are good, right? And so on the flip side, it could just be like, hey, we heard that the demons are looking for these people. Let's try and find them first. Right. So I want to believe like that's what it is. But also, that's my thing, like you said, though, it's like literally like they were like he went and was fighting the demon. His brother was, you know, on his deathbed. And then they showed up like, yeah, he's gone, but we could save this other one. So like, how did y'all know?
Mm-hmm.
That's one hell of a coincidence for y'all to be there to magically help these people. Like, so
and
you might be
on the first time it's happened.
I didn't put that together when I was watching it though.
If you think about previous seasons, that's not the first time that's happened.
It's honestly not. I mean, and even like not to that extent, but even with Tanjiro, bro, like
that's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about, bro. Like, look at Tanjiro, bro, look at by the end of the season, look at Nezuko.
They did say like early on in that first season that he was already on his way there. But like you said, like they can just it's like, hey, listen, go to this place. They're gonna need you. And you know these demon slayers don't ask questions, so he's like, all right, I'm out. Let's go. So yeah. So anyway, so obviously the demon shows up. He basically one shots his brother, and Buichio. He's kind of telling the story, and he basically blacks out more or less. Like he completely blacks out, and when he comes to, Demon's dead, bro. Demon's just gone. Like he's like I think he had like eight or some freaking knives like sticking out of his body and all that crap. Yeah, he was done. So it was over.
Yeah. So and then that's kind of like when you see like how how quote genius level he is. Like he has no demon slayer training at all.
Me and him were talking about that, bro. Like and he 1v1 them, bro. Like full health and everything, bro.
Yep, crushed his head. 1v1.
It was over. And then like he walks back into the house, but he's exhausted after it. So he's exhausted, he's injured, he walks back to the house and he basically collapses like next to his brother. And like Go said, that's when the wife shows up again. And the first thing they said is like, yeah, like this one's gone. We got to save the other one.
Yeah.
So that's that backstory, and then after that we get into Kanjuri's backstory. Hey, we didn't lose you, did we?
I think we did.
I think we did too. So yeah, it's fine. He'll probably join back up. It's all good. But so we get to Kanjuri's backstory, and her backstory is so this was something I noticed, like kind of getting closer towards getting these backstories. If you notice the end credit like sequence, you saw I think he might be back now, maybe. Yeah, you're back. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I'm glad you guys just kept talking. Go
yeah, no, you're good. So, if you notice in the end credit the end of the episode sequence, they would show Kanjuri, and then you would see her with black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that, Ghost, at all? I don't know if you watch any like the okay. So like I saw that, and me and Ham like kind of like I think it was like the week before, like they really like went into her backstory, or maybe like 2 weeks before. I was thinking, for a second I actually thought like she also had a sister. I was like, yo, like they're doing this whole sibling thing like a lot right now. So like maybe she has a sister that she had to leave
Mhm.
or whatever, or like a twin that she had to leave at home to go be a demon slayer or not. Um, Obviously the backstory ended up being a little bit being different than that. Did you have any theories on her backstory?
Um, I have thoughts on her backstory.
Okay.
We can start by her joining the Demon Slayer Corps and becoming the Hashira. Is basically is tender to her. She was like, "I'm really strong, and I need a man that's stronger than me. So I'm gonna join this group to find a husband."
Because she has said
Wild.
that, like that's actually the first thing she tells Tanjiro, because he asked her like why she joined, and she straight up says like, "Yo, to find a man, bro."
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here to find my husband. Which Tanjiro's a ladies' man. I have a theory about that too, but I'll come back to that later. But just looking at her
Tanjiro won't
backstory,
know what to
so
do with
there's
that,
that.
bro. Tanjiro ain't got to know what to
Nobody
do with
will.
that.
Nobody
Not in
will.
this verse, nope.
Um, and then, but so the other thing about her backstory is, so we find out why she had the black hair, which it
Mhm.
also might be a sister thing. I don't know. I don't have any context outside of what we saw, in the episodes. Obviously, I don't read the manga,
No, no,
but
I think that's all it is. I don't think she has a sister.
but yeah. So we saw why she had the black hair because she was trying to like,
Fit in.
fit in. Yeah. So it's a little it's kind of sad, but also at the same time, like you get it. And so I'm glad that like, she realized like I don't need to fit in. I just want to stand out and I'll find somebody who wants me. For me, it's a very powerful trope. You
Right.
see it kind of a lot in a lot of anime, but
Mhm.
there's that. And then but the third thing, so far, she's the only one with parents.
Yeah. I think
Like
everybody,
the
yeah.
Demon Corps, the Demon Corps has a thing for orphans.
They
Like,
did.
oh, your parents died to a demon, come with us. Oh, you lost your parents, come with us. You're wandering around by yourself, come with us. And then
And
it's
they
funny
seem to
because
show up right after these parents are
yeah,
dead.
yeah. So they have a thing for orphans, but also at the same time, the demons have a thing for orphans because all their stories are
Yeah.
similar. People who
Mhm.
don't have anybody and they convert them. So I don't know if there's like a I don't know if there's like a message you're trying to comply through all of this, but yeah, but she's the only one with parents, and her parents are super supportive. I was worried they were gonna die, but like because her dad seems like a
they
good time.
seemed way too supportive of her to still be alive. Like, and I know that
Yeah,
sounds terrible for me to say out loud, but they seemed way
yeah.
too supportive for them to still be alive
But,
right now.
but yeah, her background of being able to lift like that big stone like as a toddler, arm wrestling,
Arm
sumo
wrestling.
wrestlers, when she's like 7, 8. You know what I mean, so I like, I think that her story is interesting because it's like still it's like a bloodline thing. Like clearly something happened here that makes her
Oh,
special.
there's something. Well, because she also had one of those marks appear like when she was fighting. So yeah, like no, there's definitely something with her that I think they're gonna introduce a little bit later on as well. Like some type of lineage type of deal, because like that's what we're seeing is like all of the really strong demon slayers have this mark that starts appearing on their body like when they go full beast mode.
Yeah, and she's got the mark.
Yeah, it was. I think it was on her chest, wasn't it? I think
Of course, it was on her chest.
it's a big chest, bro.
We're not talking about that mark.
It covers covers a lot of real estate there.
Yeah. It was just obviously they're gonna put it on her chest. That's more fan
Yeah,
service because
yeah,
when
of
they
course.
shot it, it was like, by the way, we you guys could see her in action, but also just remember,
Just remember,
Stangs is stanging.
she's packing more than the sword, bro. So
On the top and the bottom.
hey, listen, fully stacked. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I think those are all the backstories, and then we kind of get into really the final fight. Well, Tokido finishes off the serpent. He actually gets the sword that actually has been made for him. He gets that sword, finishes off that fight, and it's like we said before, it's honestly kind of anticlimactic. It happens kind of really quick, like after Tokido like decides to like
Mad
really get serious.
anticlimactic, bro.
Yeah,
Like
like
I thought it was gonna be way better.
he literally says like during the fight, like during the last few moments of the fight, like do you think you're the only one that has been holding back? And my man puts out a smoke screen and like gives the man the jukes and then just cuts his head off. Like and that's it. Like that's as quick as it was.
Because remember the whole Lion King thing, right? Like, remember who you are. Like like when he was in there dying, like his memories came back to him, and so there is a flashback where he's like, once you get your memories back, you'll be even more powerful.
Yep, true.
So I think that
what's his face?
while it was kind of anticlimactic, like this was the buildup, right? Like he's already powerful. He's already like genius level. Like he's him. And then once he remembers who he is, he's gonna, get a step above. And so I think that's why he was able to handle like, the fifth demon so handily, because it was just like, all right, I'm back. Like, you know what I mean? It's John Wick. He cocked his pistol.
I remember I'm John Wick.
I think I'm back. You know what I mean? Like, and so I think that's why it
I'm
happened.
thinking I'm back.
So it needed to happen because again, that man popped baby arms out his sides, bro. I was like, yo, get him up out of here. I can't deal with this.
I don't think it was the thing. I think it was the demon. I don't understand how that demon was there, bro. First of all, like I really don't understand how he was there. And then again, I think he was just playing with his food too much.
Yeah, there's also that, but and unfortunately, it's like for some of these demons, I think that's part of their character. I think that's one thing that's definitely different between him and the brother from the entertainment district. He's like he don't play with his he's going for the kill. Like he's just like, yo, I'm done. Nah, we not playing around. We're not playing no games. Until it was Tanjiro. He started playing around with Tanjiro, but that was when Tanjiro literally had like 3 broken fingers and like. He did headbutt the fuck out of him though.
I grabbed his sister was like,
damn, bro. Then his sister like roast him for it too. It's like, bro, like what are you doing over there, my guy? But so Tokido finishes that.
Scene,
but
I know we're done with that. Go ahead, keep going.
No problem. Tokido kind of like passes out a little bit after that, and it goes over back to Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Genya. Kanjuri shows up and starts helping them. And it's basically at this point, anger, the demon labeled anger has literally eaten the other emotions, except for fear. Obviously, fear is kind of just hiding and running or whatever. He literally eats them and then kind of evolves.
You got the rock band drum set, bro.
He did, bro. He ate them and he goes into this form called hatred, which I just think is elevated anger because it was anger the one that killed him. And he's got this form that has these drums behind him. It gave me the mansion vibes. The dude with the
Yeah, the drum demon.
Set, yep,
he had it on his chest.
But this demon's drums actually control these wooden basic dragon heads, more or less. And they
so much more too, because isn't that how they did the electricity? Or no, it was
the dragon heads did it. Like each of the dragon heads had one of the abilities of the demons that he ate. It was kind of crazy. He's protecting Fear with these as well, so like Fear is kind of in a cocoon right now. Kanjuri shows up and kind of helps them out, and she showed up. She's just like literally cutting through these things like fucking butter, bro. It's
like she gives it her all, bro. She's literally like, fuck these motherfuckers, just keep coming.
She goes in, bro. She goes in, so she's basically soloing number 4. More or less.
Yeah.
1v1. Yep.
Yeah. Another 1v1. And then Tanjiro and crew are trying to find Fear and cut his head off. So fight keeps on going. They find him. And then, all right. So we're ready for more. We're ready for some more plot armor, right? So remember how Ghost eloquently explained how fast this motherfucker is. And he's dusting these dudes, bro. They cannot keep up. Granted, they are kind of exhausted. They've been fighting for a while, and he's just been chilling and hiding. But he is dusting them and literally leaving them dust. So Tanjiro does this little like quick flashback of him talking to my homie Zenitsu, and
fucking bullshit,
bruh. So now the conversation makes sense. Because the conversation that they flash back to is Tanjiro asking him about lightning style or lightning breathing. And he's like, yeah, like it's kind of like full control breathing. It's just I focus most of my breathing into my legs that help me move faster. Tanjiro remembers him saying that and immediately almost completely perfectly mimics that kind of breathing technique and thrust himself forward to catch up to this demon. Now, I don't mind the fact that he is able to consider a different technique of breathing and trying it. My issue is he had literally remember when he was learning like full breathing or whatever, and like it was exhausting him, and like he was like actually like in pain doing it, but he does this and like there's no side effects whatsoever.
Yeah,
That's my problem. That's my big problem, because at the end of the day, a lot of these styles are really just different breathing techniques that they're doing to kind of enhance their bodies. I'm sure like once Inosuke gets like his level up, they'll talk more about like his beast breathing. They'll talk more about Zenitsu's lightning breathing as well. Like as he gets it, like when they get those levels up, they kind of talk about that. My issue is that he should have blew a knee out. He should have blew a knee out. He should have broke a leg.
His thigh should have shattered, bro. His thigh should have shattered. As soon as he lifted off, he should have.
If it was one of those things, sorry.
There you go. You're good.
I can't. I can see him talking, but I can't hear him. I should probably leave and come back.
No, you can hear.
No. He's not talking. He's not talking right now. Go. You're good.
Okay. So real quick, I could see if it was like him mimicking it and like coming up with like his own thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, focus my breathing into my feet or whatever, and then like flames kick out and he moves faster. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. But the fact that like, you know what I'm saying, Zenitsu was somewhere like, yo, he stole my whole flow. Like he literally just did his move. Like he just snatched his move and was just like, yeah, this is mine now. Like. And so I didn't really like that part of it. So yeah, like the breathing, sending it into different fibers, being able to move faster, totally understand. But the fact that like it was literally like the thunderclap.
It was frame for frame, and I feel like if they had made him do a different stance, like I think more people would be okay with it. But it was frame for frame what thunderclap, what is it? Is Thunderstrike or whatever it's called. Of him. Like if you take like Zenitsu from the forest, I think that was the frame they used when he did it in the forest versus the spider demon, frame for frame, exactly the same thing. I think is that you, Ham? I think Ham just actually left and is going to try to come back. And he's already back.
Yeah, there we go. Now you guys hear me, right?
Yeah. Oh, so I can hear you the whole time.
Oh, you could?
I still can't hear him. Just I'll join General and just add me back.
Okay, so we're gonna try to get Ghost back in here. Yeah, Ghost said he was not able to hear you still.
That's weird. Because I was talking, but Discord wasn't loading up. But really? I can hear you guys talking and everything. Like I was keeping up with the conversation. I just didn't know if you guys could hear me because he said he couldn't hear me.
Okay, well,
so we bring him back.
Yeah, go ahead and bring him back in. I gotta change so the
you do your thing.
Propping.
Yep. Recording booth, and then there we go. Ghost.
Right. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, there we go. Cool. That was weird. That was really weird.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that was.
And let me turn my thing on. Sorry. And that should throw it right back into where it needs to go, right?
Yep, we should be good now.
Yep, there you go. See, yep.
I'm glad it's doing it. Okay, so there's that. Now, I will say, to their credit, the second time he does it, they do give him the flames behind him, which like kind of goes said, like I think more people are way more okay with it him because like the first time they did it, like they showed like little bits of lightning.
Bro, I'm dead ass, bro.
And like, even when he did the fire, I still think there were like small jolts of lightning kind of going through it.
I'm still amazed at this. I can't walk. I've got nothing.
Bro, yeah, like
what?
So yeah. So I wasn't a huge fan of that, but he did it. So he does it. He pushes forward and catches up to Fear.
Yep.
And my man Fear does a Uno reverse and grows about 6 feet, about 8'2", like big bulky Fear, bro. Yeah, he said you want to pick on the weak, and like starts like literally crushing this man's skull, and then Homie Genya shows up, tries to help him out, and starts pulling. Oh, by the way, I think we never really actually mentioned it, but the reason Genya has these demon abilities is my man's out here eating demon flesh.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, okay. Like, do you, boo boo? But
But
I
like,
ain't doing all that.
You
So
remember those old school commercials where it was like, take a bite out of crime?
Yeah,
You felt that.
he took that shit. He took that shit serious.
in the micro, I took that personally.
So he comes up and helps him out, and basically like they kind of fall off a cliff, and Fear is kind of looking around. He knows he's weak, and he basically mentions that hatred is using up too much of his energy, and that's one of the reasons why he's so much weaker right now. So he smells humans near him, and he finds a few of the swordsmiths, and he's running after them to eat them. So obviously, so he can kind of regain some strength, so he can get back into the fight. So he's chasing after them. Tanjiro's on his "I can't move" bullshit again. When we know that's bullshit, we know you can move, bro. And
the sun is coming up.
It's about
that motherfucker is
it's
now,
daybreak, bro. Like it is
Yeah.
rising. It is rising. So Tanjiro does it again. He's like, all right, one more again. So he does the breathing, pushes it to his legs, and like I said, this time, like when he pushes forward, he actually pushes forward with fire or whatever, and cuts the head off. So we're like, yo, thank goodness,
let's go.
We got it. We Gucci. He's kind of laying out. He's like, all right, I got it. And then my man looks up and. Like we said, it's daybreak, and you know Nezuko's silly self. She out here running towards Tanjiro because she's got to be with the homie and protect him, but literally like running into the sun. So like he runs and tries to cover her, and he realizes he's like, that body is still running. So Fear is still like literally running. After these humans, and then he looks at the head. It's like, yo, I cut the head off, right? So he looks over at the head. It's like, yeah, that head's cut off. And then he realizes that on the tongue it actually says regret and not fear.
Oh,
so it's another form. So
Tanjiro.
Yeah. So now this was a moment that has been hinted at literally since the show started. What did you say the water Hashira's name was? It's something with a G. I forget what his name is, but he told him, he's like, listen, like you can go on this path, you can try to protect your sister, but if she eats somebody, or like when it comes down to it, you have to realize that she's a demon and we are here to save humans. Tanjiro is literally covering Nezuko's body. Like he's telling her like to make your body small. I'll cover you up from the sun or whatever. And basically he has to make a choice on whether he's going to attack the demon again and try to find Fear, or if he's going to try to save Nezuko. And like homie basically made his choice.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going nowhere.
And Nezuko said, nah.
Technically, the wording of the script says that he couldn't decide is really what it does.
Yeah.
But honestly, like not deciding is kind of making your decision at that point. So he basically, yeah, exactly. So he makes his choice. He's basically choosing to keep covering Nezuko, and Nezuko hits him with that another Uno reverse and kicks him off of her.
Yep. Get off! And counter!
Yeah, full counter! And she starts burning again because she's still in the sun. But she's made her choice because remember, like if you remember, like early on, like she's more or less brainwashed into protecting humans.
Yeah.
So that's her goal, is like to protect humans as much as, because they are her family. That's what it was. Brainwashed into thinking that all humans are her family, and that's kind of her mission, is to protect family. So she kicks Tanjiro off. Like he sees it as the sign that she's telling him, hey, you need to go save them. So he goes out and he smells fear. He realizes fear is actually inside of this demon, kind of in like the heart. So he runs out, basically slices the demons in half, and then finds Fear, and then finally cuts Fear's head off. And that is officially the end of the fight. The demon kind of dissipates like the normal demons do. This is the first like really big demon in a long time where we didn't get like we kind of got the backstory leading up to
it gives the backstory.
And bro was a klepto, like a klepto, like and had amnesia, like after like bro, just like he klepto liar, bro. Like he's just a perpetual liar, like always lie. Like it's not me, it's my hands. It's like, all right, well we're gonna cut the bitches off then. So that's kind of his backstory. They didn't spend too much time on it. I honestly, I'm kind of happy because I feel like they spent a lot of time on the brother and sister's backstory, like after they died.
Well, and this is like the first demon where like I didn't feel bad for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
that's
exactly.
Kill
him. Chop his head off.
Get him up out of here.
Don't come back. So Tandro, and then we bring back Tandro's ugly ass cry, bro. That is one thing I do that annoys me with this show. Tandro's an ugly crier, bro, in sound and in face, bro. And
he cries a lot.
Crying. Yeah, he does. It's a lot. It's annoying. It's exaggerated. But he's crying because obviously Nezuko's burned. She's in the sun, like so. She's burned up, and then the swordsmith that he saved, like they're thanking him, and then they're like, yeah, and then they're calling his name, and they tell him to turn around, and we see Nezuko walking up to him.
Fucking Daywalker.
Yeah, I know, right? She's a fucking daywalker, bro. Like she's lost a lot of the kind of like the demon characteristics or like her physical form, except for her fangs and her eyes. Her eyes aren't as dramatic as they were either. Like they're definitely toned down quite a bit. What you laughing at, bro?
Nothing.
You laughing at something? You gonna
no,
tell me
I'm
after
not.
the show's over. So a lot of her demon kind of demon characteristics of her body have changed. She kind of looks human again, like I said, beside her fangs and her eyes. So we got some more plot armor. And it kind of not rewinds, but kind of goes back to the demon doctor that's been trying to find the cure. And it basically, she says that she also believed that eventually that Nezuko would be able to walk, would conquer the sun, is the way they put it. Would conquer the sun. So yeah, Jake's just walking, bro. She's just mad chilling in the sun now.
And then she speaks.
Yeah, and then she starts talking, bro. Look, which has always been kind of weird because obviously it seems like the stronger demons are the ones that kind of regain like a consciousness and are speaking and things like that. And Nezuko been going toe to toe with like upper level demons like since Nam, bro. Like,
okay, first of all, hold on, toe to toe. Once again, we gotta talk. She been getting her ass whooped.
She been whooping ass too, though. She been whooping ass too. Like, don't.
She gives a few kicks, and then she got stabbed with the staff and electrocuted, and she was just.
She got stabbed in the neck with this. She was pinned to the ground by her neck, bro.
And gets back up and keeps fighting, bro. Come on now.
She's a demon. She's a demon, so she's gonna heal.
Give her some respect, bro.
We gotta bro. It's like Optimus Prime, bro. You get your ass whooped 90% of the time, and then 10% you do something cool. I give you that 10%, but we gonna talk about that other 90.
We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about when Starscream was whooping your ass, bro. Come on now,
bro. Walking you, bro. Had you crawling, asking for help? I'm on brain. Yeah, we can talk about that.
But yeah. So Nezuko.
But we can talk about Muzan. He like yo.
We get there. So first of all, I do want to talk about that because obviously, like, she's walking in the daylight and she starts talking and she and again, it's not like her full vocabulary. She's kind of like mimicking words she's hearing because I don't think she said anything that wasn't said to her first during that little interrupt. So they pan away from them and they go to little baby Muzan. And first off, how does he know?
Because he got he king of the demons basically, bro.
Like,
he got all that. they all his blood is in his blood, bro. You know what I mean? His blood in everybody's blood, bro. Especially Nezuko. So like he just got
I
it,
would
bro.
say
He just
especially Nezuko, but yeah, but yeah, you're right. So he finds out that she's walking in the sun, and my man's ecstatic because it kind of goes into a little bit more of his backstory on like how he came about to be. Obviously he started off human. He had this deathly illness, and this doctor was trying to treat him, and he wasn't necessarily getting any better, but he wasn't like getting worse, is what it seemed like. But he was tired of it because it looks like, honestly, like by the time like he did his thing where he killed the doctor, because like that was it, he's like, bro, like you're not making me any better, and we've been doing this for years. Like, nah, bro, like just die. So he kills the doctor that's been helping him out, and he says basically as soon as he kills the doctor, he felt himself like recovering, and it seems like whatever the doctor was doing to him was slowly but surely actually making him into a demon. So that's the other kind of interesting part about this show is that demons are literally man created entities, which is kind of odd.
Hey, that's some real ass shit.
Yeah. So so he goes around, and he obviously he starts regaining his strength. He's getting better physique. He's becoming stronger, and he feels it. But then he also feels, and he kind of knows on the inside of his body, is like, yo, if I go out into the sun, I'll die. So he's restricted to moving around at night.
Rotisserie style, bro. Oh,
You
shit.
say the sun, I say it's an air fryer.
That's it. So you throw that bitch on 8 minutes, 400, we good.
Full finish. But basically, so like his whole like life's eternal life's mission has been to try to find a way to walk in the sun again. And like that's like the missions that he was talking about in the first episode, like where he was talking about, hey, have you found it yet? Because he kept saying that, like, have you found it yet? It's a blue spider lily is what he's been looking for.
Spider lily,
because that was a major ingredient that he read from the doctor's notes that he was using. So he was trying to find that. They're super rare. He hasn't been able to find them, and now he doesn't need them because he has found a demon that has conquered the sun. So now Muzan's goal is to find Nezuko, absorb her, and take that ability. And honestly, after that, he's ready to snap all of the demons. Like he's like, yeah, I don't need y'all anymore.
I don't need you guys anymore.
I need to perfect you guys.
He made mention in the first episode where he was like, you know, when he called them all in or whatever, and he was like, you know, you've been looking for the blue spider lily for 1,000 years, and none of you have found it.
No,
you guys have failed me. And that's when Homeboy was like, yo, I got some information you might be interested in. And then he was like, don't give me incomplete ideas.
Yeah, give me your head.
Exactly.
Your lives depend on it.
So that's where we kind of end off on the season. Obviously, like the battle is over. Tanjiro is about to leave the village. That's another thing is the sword that he used to cut off number 4's head still isn't even complete because the restoration technique wasn't done, so that sword can still get stronger. And
we didn't talk about that. I feel like we need to mention the fact that like the vase dude was literally like slashing him, poked his eye out, was like destroying the lobby, and he was still trying to restore that sword.
Bro,
he ain't stopped, bro. He ain't stopped, bro. So much determination.
Yeah,
Donald Driver with the broken leg and Madden Spears. So much. I put the team on my back. that was him, bro. That was him.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make.
But he wasn't done yet.
Yeah, he wasn't done. So now I didn't necessarily catch whether he's just gonna keep working on that sword or if he's forging him a whole new sword at the end of it.
He's gonna keep working on that sword.
That's what I thought. I thought he was gonna keep working on that one.
And we did get confirmation that the next season, will be his Hashira training arc. So like, and that is all top dogs training and our young bulls training. Yeah. So everybody's gonna be getting a level up. I've heard that a specific somebody gets a crazy level up.
What a bunch of nerds! 100% Cupcake. Like no. Like get the JK out of there. Like go ahead and like
there's
edit
no
your comment.
JK.
There's no JK whatsoever.
But nerds.
But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some leveling up for sure this season.
I just want more
So
of Inosuke, man. I had a whole season of him, bro. I'm glad it was only 11 episodes because I couldn't do much more of just not just some random rage happening. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Because he is BTA, bro. He's about that action at all
Yep,
times, bro. What? Wait, who? Him, bro? Bet. Let's go.
we're fighting. Hands on sight. Hands on sight. Now,
Bro.
I do have a question. So, they showed like kind of there's already a little teaser on YouTube from Ufotable. What is it? Ufotable? Is that the company?
Yeah,
Okay, Ufotable,
unfathomable,
Unfathomable,
unfathomable.
or
Yeah.
something like that. That shows images of the Stone Hashira, so the big the 7'8"
Mm-hmm.
dude or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Him. They show the water
Gyomi.
Hashira. Uh,
Gyu.
and they show I don't even think they show the serpent, the insect one, do they?
No,
Was
so
he
there's a
listed there?
serpent. There's the
Well,
serpent that's
there's two. Yeah.
Obani, and
Oh
then
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
insect
yeah.
is Shinobu. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're
Shinobu.
right. You're right. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. So,
but I've heard that Shinobu like is low key nice. Like that's what I've
mhm.
heard. So we'll see. But I mean, it's a level up, so I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be
I think
there.
everybody, including like the existing Hashira, is supposed to get level ups during this. I think
Hmm.
they're all
Hmm.
supposed to be getting some level ups.
I
So,
don't think we might not get Tengen anymore. I think
I
uh,
think he's done. I think
I
he's
think
like
he's done.
retired. Like I don't
Yeah,
think he's
yeah.
coming
Like
back.
I think he's like I'm good now. But I mean,
Bro,
we.
he got his three baddies, bro. I don't know why he was fighting in the first place.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
So but what I was gonna ask is none of the teasers really show the demons or anything like that, because like typically they always show those teasers, they show like
That's because do you guys?
who you think's showing up?
So I think so this is what I think because of what kind of a little bit. So I mean, if this is like a big training thing, right? So obviously it's going to be a level up for something. So like I feel like the only thing that's going to show up is everybody showing up at the front door because now Muzan knows all I need is her. So
You think
everybody,
everybody? Okay,
he said he gonna be like everybody, yo, go get
pull
her,
up.
and they gonna pull up to the front door, bro. And this is gonna be the big
Yeah.
battle, bro.
This got to be a big battle. That's got to be what this is leading up to.
Yeah, it's leading to like,
So do you
and
think
that
it's gonna happen during this season, or you think it's gonna like
no.
in the last episode is them gonna be
Yeah.
pulling up to the
I
door?
want the last episode to be Muzan be like, now go get her and don't return until you have her to me alive. And like everybody just like start disappearing. Bro, like
Dun dun, they're playing the little the little guitar with the cup. Dun dun, everybody disappear. Like
Yo, does he just like live in that dimension though? Because that seems like mad boring. Now that I think about that.
I mean, I think about like when nobody there, she just probably be chilling. Muzan be like,
Yeah,
let's go
exactly.
eat.
She's just chilling, bro. Like doing nothing but that
Muzan
guitar.
probably be like, you hungry? Like, I got a person for you.
Oh
and
man.
that's her job.
Ghost, you think the same thing? You think this will be a full like level up season and then leading up to
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Again, like I don't read the manga, so I don't know. But in my eyes, it's like all right, going into this training arc, and then we're going into kind of like the final battle. So I hope, I assume that it's ended. I don't know if it's still ongoing. But
I think the manga is close to ending, right? Is that what LA told us? Him?
Yeah, but yeah,
But
yes.
but like so like it's this and then like the big battle that we're talking about. I didn't know if they were going to try to like merge them into like one season or not. But yeah, I feel
No,
like that's supposed to
it's
happen.
gonna be this, and I think because if you think about it,
I
like
think
you
it's gonna
got
be
Hashira
like
training, you got introductions of other ones that haven't been really got backstories, and then you got Inosuke, Zenitsu, what the fuck y'all been doing, Tanjiro, what you been doing, and then level ups for them to lead to like once they like, okay, yeah, I like that, we could be using that. Well, guess what? You gonna need it because
yeah,
niggas at
you
the
need
front
it. You
door.
need it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like,
So yeah,
you needed
okay.
stat. That's what
yeah.
I personally feel that. I don't think they're gonna stretch the Hashira training more than like arc more than like one season. You never know.
I think
They
it's
might try to
I
make
think it's
some,
gonna be like another 10, 11 episode season thing like this was.
which was solid for this. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed this. I thoroughly enjoyed this season. I don't say it was better than the entertainment arc
No,
because
dude. I honestly like. I still think like the whole. If we're talking about like a whole season, I think the entertainment dish is still my favorite.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And
You
the
might have said
animation
he
in
was
that,
weak as
bro.
fuck, but he was the first one we ever saw go like he might be able to beat this. Like when Rengoku was kind of like a yo, I don't know what's gonna happen. But with the sound dude, he was like, nah, he got this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
bro.
so yeah,
Especially
just
my
watching him,
man
I
got
just
his,
that
got
one
his
scene.
one arm level up. When he got his one arm level up, it kept coming back. I was like, yeah, nah, he got this. We good. We good. We sit. We sit good, man.
Bro, yeah, for sure, entertainment. It's just so many good parts in that, and I mean, obviously, I know
It was
his
funny
level up, bro.
because like they had to do the cross dressing, bro, and then
Bro,
and it was
there was like a Nosuke is such a beautiful girl.
and Zenatsu is this trifling looking ass girl, bro. It's like you had the humor in it, bro. Yeah, it was good. It was all around good. But
It was good, and then it got real serious real quick, bro. Like in a matter of like
0 to 100.
real quick. You was like,
and
oh
honestly,
damn,
like,
and
and
it
bro,
was,
like the twist of it being like the older brother, like that was just something I wasn't expecting at all either.
oh yeah. Which it brought a cool dynamic to everything, bro. But it was still good, and like the animation and the fights were just big because you had like two dogs going at the brother, and then you had two other dogs going at the sister, and the fact that both of them was kind of holding their own against both of these, you know what I mean? Both of they, oh, the animation too, the end, both of the head cuts, bro. Like it was so good, so good. Not saying this one wasn't good, not saying that, but
for sure, yeah. But yeah, so that's the Swordsmith arc.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
Tanjiro got that dog in him in other ways too. This dude is a ladies' man, bro. Even thinking about like last season, the entertainment arc, like wives liked them,
Yep.
demon liked them. Coming to this season, man's been in a coma for 2 months. He wake up, everybody crying because the three little girls who do the massages. And then the one that wasn't allowed to use words, and he hit her with the talk jitsu, and now she's kind of like different.
Yep.
So like the way that like
caring about people. Yep. I know exactly.
Yeah. So it's just like, yo, ladies love Tanjiro, bro. And so that's why when he went to, when he was in the hot springs with the love Hashira, even she was like, yeah, I'm here for a husband, and she kind of hit him with the like, it might be you, like, and so
hey,
he might not know what to do with it, but I got faith in my boy, bro.
Hey, my boy. I'm backing you 100%, bro. I'm the boy in the club, bro. I'll hold you back up. Don't worry about it, bro. Keep going, bro.
Stand in there, bro. Stand in there, bro. Let us see you weak. Stand in there.
Plant them feet, young blood.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. What do you feel, Ghost?
The season, honestly, I'm glad I waited. I know it sounds annoying to y'all, but like, how can you wait? Just watch the episodes. Nah, bro, I'm so glad I waited because a lot of episodes ended where it's like, fuck, like what's gonna happen? We got to go to the next one.
Yeah.
So having to wait a week in between those pisses me off. That's why I just wait. Dude, this was an incredible season. I don't know. I don't like ranking seasons against each other, but I think like this was kind of like. This was like the quickest pace one where we got into the action and then the action continued for episodes, but it wasn't like dragged out.
Yeah.
Like you would constantly learn new things. There was different twists in the battles.
Yep.
I really like the introduction of, Lil Dude. Katetsu. I really like the introduction of him. I think he's going to be a good part of the story going forward. We got to see the dynamic kind of change a little bit between Tanjiro and his swordsmith. Like they have a lot better relationship now. I think maybe I don't know about that. He was trying to kill him again.
Bro, I was about to say, bro, he was dead.
Like, did you use the sword I didn't finish yet?
Yeah. He was pissed. But he came out. He came out to say bye to him at the end, though.
Yeah. True. He was like, "Thank you." You know what I'm saying? See you later, kind of thing. So yeah, it was an incredible season, and I'm excited to see where we go from here. And also, Mike Jack don't play. Like, we got to see it in the beginning. We know how he became a demon now. The fact that he killed his doctor is like, I'm not getting worse, but I'm not getting no better. You know what? Stab you in the back of your head, bro. Get up out of here.
Fuck up out of here.
But so we finally got to see the origin.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Demon number 1 plays out. And if he is that warrior legend, don't tell me. Don't ruin the story. All right, let me be surprised.
I promise you, I'm not. I promise you, I'm not.
Remember, like we've only seen. Not seen. We've only really fought. So we've seen 1, we've seen 2, We've seen 3. Well, we fought 3. We've seen 4. 4 is dead. 5 is dead. The brother and
6 and 7
sister,
are dead.
they were 6 and 7. 8, 9, and 10. I don't think we've seen 8, 9, or 10, right? Like the dude, the dude in the
because
mansion.
the girl on the train was
Go ahead.
not an upper demon, right? She was like a lower demon, and he just like gave her more blood. Them more blood. I'm still not really sure what they were.
That's how that was. I don't think we've actually seen the only other demon that we saw that was potentially an upper one was the dude in the mansion. I think he was an old I think he got demoted though. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like they said that he was actually demoted and that's why he's banished to that mansion. Okay. So we haven't seen 8, 9, or so we still have to see 8, 9, and 10.
This is
they're gonna show up in that big battle because there's like 10 demon slayers, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. So
I forget how many there are. I think there's like I think it's like 9.
It's so Hashira's
the Hashira.
So Stone, the insect, whoever the serpent one is, Mist, Water, Love. I think that's it, right? That's 6.
Then there's Thunder.
Oh, you're talking about how many Hashiras? Is that what
Hashiras are still left, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Hashiras that are still left, we have the Mist, Giyu. Yeah. We have the Love, Mitsuri, the Serpent, Obani, the Wind, Sanami. Yeah, Sanemi, Sanemi, Sanemi. Okay. You have the Stone, and then you have the Mist, the Insect. And then, yeah, that's it. Because then Flame, Rengoku, and the Flower are both dead. Yeah, they're both dead.
So that's
well,
6.
no.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Died, and then the sound guy retired. He was like, "Yo,
yeah,
I'm done."
He's retired. Yeah, so he's retired. But I'm saying there's 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 Hashiras right now.
7 Hashiras.
And there's 7 demons left. Well, 8.
I mean, so 7, and then 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. I got 9, you right
10.
now.
1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, and then Musan.
Where's? Do they have all of them?
And then there's the lowers, but we don't really talk about the lowers anymore.
Bro, yeah, at this point now, like lowers, who gives a shit? Like there's that.
Yeah, nah, man. This is a solid choice. I'm glad I started watching it. I forget, like people were like, yeah, I need something to watch. They were like, Demon Slayer, and I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And I was like, oh,
all right. So upper ranks, yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we were right about 4 and 5, and then 6, but they just counted the brother and sister as like both 6.
Oh, okay.
And then it was just them. That's only upper ranks. Then you just have lower ranks.
So but
most of the lower ranks they're dead. The only ones that are still, and then you have demons. No, they're all nigga. Yeah, it's just.
So they don't have a 7, 8, 9, or 10 then.
There's no 7, 8, 9, or 10 upper ranks right now. The only ones that are alive, nigga, are 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
We know 3 is about that action.
So okay, so dude, hey, listen. Hashira are dying then. Yeah. Hashira are dying.
Bro, yeah, it's 1, 2, and 3, bro. And Muzan, if Muzan got to step out.
And honestly, I think that now that you say that, I think Hashira might be dying during this arc. I think like one of them, like I would not be surprised if at least one of them dies during this arc.
Wouldn't doubt it. It's just the most powerful demons left.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, prior to this, the reason why he summoned them in that first episode is because this is the first time in like 100 and something.
It was 100-something years that
an upper rank has been killed. So now 2 upper rank.
Unless the old girl that be doing the guitar, she's still alive. So unless they want to use her.
Well, but that's the thing is like it depends on the demon though. So because like, he can give them all the blood like he wants to, but if their body can't take it, like they're just gonna die.
Yeah.
So
which is kind of crazy to think about. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah. So that's it, bro. They got 3, bro. That's it, bro. That them up at 3. Because all the lower rings are all dead. They got bodied up already.
Are there any mysteries out there that you're currently worrying about and would like to see them kind of like resolve soon? Like as an example, like why Nezuko? Like what happened? Like I understand that we've already determined that Alejandro does come from a line of demon slayers, right? Maybe not his dad, but the blood is there. The earring,
And specifically
the earring
sun
stuff like that.
breathers.
So it's like, but
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
why did like
Specific.
Nezuko just got kind of like get turned into like half a demon and then they left?
I'm telling you, man. I think it's because not only are they a big line of demon slayer, but specifically the sun breather. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what
Mm.
because the
It's
sun
gotta be
breather,
that.
because the sun breather was the first fire breather, like the first breather in a sense, and he just had the first breather.
breather.
Just you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm
I know what you
saying?
mean. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It just so happened that the first breather was a fire breather and or sun breather. So like that just so happens, but like that's why he has the mark on his head, bro. Like there's no other reason why he wouldn't have that, right? Like
Well, no, I think
and
Ghost is saying like why does like what happened with Nezuko to make her
Like what
be
happened with
able-
Nezuko was just like,
But I think
like, all
that's
right, boom,
I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
kill this
what
whole
it is.
family. I'm gonna kill this whole family. I'm gonna give you a little bit of blood, and I'm out.
Well, they do that. Like I think he does that kind of periodically anyway, because like that's his whole thing is he's trying to, like
Yeah.
he's trying to find because like his plan has always been two-part: either find a way to conquer the sun, or find a way to replicate this potion,
Yeah.
and make it better. So like
so he every now and then he just
He just
attacks and
makes
he
somebody a
personally tries, but yeah, he makes somebody a demon.
To see
He
what
did it to
happens.
another pedestrian, a random ass guy. If I don't know if you remember that, but he did it to a random ass guy one time
Which was
too.
weird because he's regained consciousness and he's good now too. So I don't like I think that whatever like that old chick is getting closer to almost a cure as well.
Yeah,
I
true.
don't remember if you caught that, but like she did say that like hey like he's regained
Mhm.
consciousness now. He can survive on a small amount of blood. Like so he's still a demon, but he can survive on a small amount of blood now.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Oh, you talking about Tamayo, the old girl?
Yeah, I think that's her name. Yeah,
I
Yeah,
totally
because
forgot
she's a
about
demon
that
too.
until
She's a
like the
demon too.
callback at the end where
Mhm.
she like sent them a letter and was like,
Mhm.
yeah.
It was during that callback. Yep, exactly.
Yep, because she's a demon too. That's crazy.
So yeah, so it's we'll see.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Sorry, y'all. That's definitely a longer one than we usually do. But that was a good
It's a whole
season. You know what
It's
I
a
mean?
whole season, man. It's a whole season recap. It's understandable. But guys, thank you for the people that did stick around. Even if you weren't even like actually paying attention, you just kept the tab up. We appreciate you, Ghost. We appreciate you coming in and
Yeah,
spending
taking
a
up your
couple
time,
hours
bro.
on your Sunday,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, you got anything
This
you want to
was fun.
say before you leave?
I'm just gonna plug my socials. Follow me everywhere. It's a Ghost X on Twitter, on Twitch, on IG. Just put an underscore on IG because somebody told my name. I tell you, once I find you, bro, I'm coming for you.
I
Right?
feel you on that one.
I'm a washed Apex streamer, but I am gonna get it going again. Like I said earlier in the show, it might just be periodic. It might be a variety of stuff, but yeah, I am gonna start going live again. I miss it. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. I'm telling you,
Love to
Coach
hear
Ghost,
it.
man. Coach Ghost, I'm telling you. Now one thing that we do, and I know you know this, but we always end off the show with some recommendations. Do you have any recommendations for the viewers out there? And it can be any type of recommendation, like IRL, video game, movie, whatever.
Mhm.
Give Boruto a chance, bro.
Oh,
The filler is trash. Filler is trash. I was suffering for so long watching that show. Suffering, right? It was just bad. I was only sticking to it for nostalgic
Go to
purposes.
commercial.
I wanted to see what my boy Naruto was up to. I wanted to see what Shikamaru was up to. Like, those are my guys. All right, where's Sasuke? How's Sasuke doing? All right.
Being a deadbeat for a
The
long
show was
time.
bad for a long time. It's really good. I want to say like the last arc that they're doing, really good. They are taking a break. It comes back in October. But yeah, give it a chance.
You know what else you should give a chance? One Piece.
It's just a mountain, bro. Like,
Bro, it's bigger than a mountain. Chill out.
it's just a mountain. That's the only reason why I heard good things about it. But just looking at it, it is like 1,000 episodes. It's crazy.
Yo, him, give
like,
One
I
Piece live
wouldn't go
action
back
chance.
and watch.
I'll uppercut you.
If
How about that? And Cowboy Bebop live action is better than the anime.
Jesus, bro.
Oh,
Stop.
Yeah, no way. You want us to do that?
Yeah,
You
No,
want to do
okay,
that?
you took it to a whole nother
exactly.
level. We were saying give something a chance, bro.
This
Yeah,
nigga, no,
but
no.
but not legit.
Naruto, okay,
Like
okay.
give it a chance. Like again, a lot of the filler is trash. You can look up and see which episodes are filler and which episodes are not, and you can skip them if you really wanted to. Just give it a
I
chance.
think my
Stick it out
biggest
because, like I
problem
said,
is
this
it's
last
so
arc
like
is incredible.
it's so like heavy on filler early on. I think that's the biggest
then-
problem.
Then the worst part about the filler is like they weren't even trying. Like I don't
Nah.
want to give away spoilers, but like
they
the
weren't.
animation in the fights is just like, yeah, and then they fought. Ha ha. Okay, the fight's over. Like what? Like what do you? Like I said though, once you get into the most recent arc, and even the one before this, because it's a little bit of fan service for a pairing that we never wanted to see and don't really care about, but they do a good job of like expanding on that story a little bit. So yeah, just give it a chance. That's my recommendation.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see on that one.
Yeah.
Ham, you got any? I think you said you did have a recommendation.
The Bear, man. Season
Who's
2
gonna
just
say
dropped.
that?
The season 2 just dropped, man. First season was amazing. I'm so excited for the second season. I just watched the first episode this morning, so
Knew you
go
was
watch
gonna
it.
say that.
Hulu. You knew it was
okay,
coming, bro.
Hey, that's why I didn't want to steal your thunder. I watched episode 1 yesterday on your recommendation, and I was like, "Yo, this is actually pretty good."
Like episode 1 of season 1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I respect
I'm
it.
gonna-
Okay. Yeah.
That's my
Um,
next show. Now that I finished Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
It's
there you go.
it's definitely water park season, guys. Get out there and go to some water parks. We've gone to a couple over the past couple weeks, and the kids love it. You get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine. Make sure, even if you got some melanin in your skin, get a little sunscreen on there. Get
Yep.
some sunscreen.
A
on
little? No. But I live in Arizona. I make sure to put some
bro.
on,
First
bro.
off, like that's a whole different breed, bro. Like stop. Like of course you need to throw the whole bottle on you. I understand.
Yeah,
that.
bro. You're going to be a mountain, just lather that, go flare across.
But yeah, bro. No,
that's
Ghost, I told him this. I was like, I got a whole ass light skinned son, bro. Oh my god, because we was at the water park yesterday, and the only person this little dude interacted with was the lifeguard in her red one piece. I was like, bro, like what are you doing, my guy? And at one point, like he walked over there, and she's like, oh, you came back. I'm like, bitch, chill the fuck out. Like, calm down.
I'd have been like, get a nephew. Get another nephew.
You gotta be the wingman. Your role is to go over there and her and be like, yo, my homie over there thinks you're cute.
Yeah, like my homie was, wondering, you know what I mean? Would you like to take a dip in the pool anytime?
He can't say it. He can't actually say it because he's not talking all that good right now. But
he said,
but I know what he's talking about.
I know the snow cone lady comes today. I can get you one if you want.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly, Breezy, exactly. It's crazy, man. But
that's my dog.
That's gonna be the episode, guys. Like Ham said, it's
Yeah.
a really long one, so I appreciate everybody sticking around. Apparently, we have new mugs in the shop, so make sure to go to the gamepad.tv, take a look at the merch there. And keep an eye on the Discord and socials, because I think we're going to try to get a little bit more proactive and more consistent on some of these events we're doing. Because I mean, you guys showed up and showed out for the Apex one, so yeah, we're definitely gonna try and put some more stuff together for you. But that's gonna be it for us. We will catch you guys as soon as my mouse wakes up and I can actually hit the end stream button. We will catch you guys next time.
Deuces, y'all. We love y'all. Thank
Mouse,
you again,
wake up.
Ghost.
Somebody keep talking.
We appreciate you, Ghost.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you.
RNG.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP.
TGP
Random news
presents
generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG.